Yo, what's good in the hood?
So
Fish. That's a
I get
valid
it. Yeah.
question.
No, but it's not a great topic. So let's just end it there. Because I don't feel like throwing you off, man. All right. I want to keep you here.
Right. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna do what we do. You know the title of the stream. Strong Black's going to die alongside Wise O'Shea. That's right. What does the description say? We're gonna find the description here in a second. Description says, wow, wise white man O'Shea is the savior and deliverer of the blacks, the browns, and the yellows. Right. That is right. Yeah, you're goddamn right, Jeeps. Goddamn right about that. Goddamn right about that. So here's what we're gonna do, Jeeps. We going to do this. Let's see. Yeah, here's what we do. Go over here. This. This. Let's see. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, Jeeps? No, I know. OTW's boring. I know what you're talking about. Fucking boring. Fuck that shit. Well, I mean, you know what I mean. Not fucking. What's up with these live streams? Okay. Let's see. This is what comes up. See how nothing too interesting comes up on this channel. So I gotta switch channels. Give me a second. Make sure you subscribe to On Slave Shit Jack Top That's Pants. Drop the link for that. On Slave Shit in Jack Pants. Make sure you all subscribe over there. I'm gonna change channels. Lives come up. But my main channel, 656 subscribers. We're moving up the ranks. See the lives come up over here. So we got Real Talk with Kimmy Love.
Hey, it's a difference, and please don't take. I didn't want anybody to take offense to it, especially after that Talisha thing. Oh, and let me say this. First, let me go ring it. Read it.
Is that Saya seeing my message? Radio. He said, "What the fuck?" Yeah. Shut up. Up or out, slave. Shut up, you idiot. What a moron is. This guy's gonna give advice on how to panel. Fucking idiot. It's 2 viewers talking in slow motion. What a dumb fuck tried this. Get the fuck up here. Shut the fuck up. God, what a moron tried this, dude. The blockhead fucking idiot. Anyways. Absolute fucking moron. Let's see.
Think about that, right? The venting, the marketing is only so much. Now, what about the solution? Or should we solve and then learn? I swear to God, I've made.
I swear to God. I swear for God. I swear for God. Yo. Yeah.
Before the election in 2024. They can do that. So we'll link that up. So tell us about treason.
Well, first off, thanks for bringing that up. And because I'm very, very excited, very passionate about this project. We look at the border through the lens of looking south all the time. All we get
That guy's pretty cool. You guys are pretty cool, man. You guys are pretty cool, man.
This
Yeah.
will revolutionize your shaving routine. All thanks to manscaped.com and their handyman.
Situation like for that man to come on there and even mention Country Wayne. Yeah, he got baby mamas galore. Yeah, he has his own situation galore. But people think that because they do something a certain way, that they should put their way on somebody else because they have the golden way. And it's the same thing as like the Christian walk, right? Not to go back, but like for example, my mama used to say you can't wear pants in church, right? Or let me not even say that. My mom and my dad used to say, don't listen to R&B music, right? R&B music is the devil's music. This is some freaky music. Now I'm gonna be freaky too. So I feel like you can't really place your golden rule or what you think God told you personally on everybody else, because that's how religion is made. It's a bunch of rules and laws that God specifically told you based off of his personal relationship with you, because your sin and your struggle ain't gonna be everybody else's sin and everybody else's struggle, but you putting it on everybody else. It's the same thing I feel like with Godfrey and
Wayne.
yeah, like you can't judge this man. You can't say anything about this man. Like nobody can speak anything about this man because it's working for him. Now let's just say his way is wrong. Well, if you doing what you doing and doing it the way you think you should be doing it and minding your business, maybe when he faces adversity, because if his way is wrong, he will eventually face it. When he comes to the realization that something is wrong, then he will see you operating in the way it should be, and then will follow you. But it's the same thing in Christianity.
But let me ask you this: who do you think was saying is wrong? Hey, William Anthony, what's going on? I don't know you, family, and you're not cammed up in the back. I don't even know you. We said so what we're doing right now is it's not really an open panel right now, family. It may be an open panel a little later. Right now, we're just doing a one-on-one conversation. I need like seven more supporters, at least $10 a piece to open up a whole panel though. So if you want to come back, William, you could come back if you like. So wait, who do you think was saying that that they're doing something wrong? Like who do you take that from? Who was saying?
I take anytime you. Because anytime you speaking on somebody else's anything, the way, who they are, what they're doing.
Yeah, I wasn't equipped for that conversation. I don't know you. We gotta get more money. Then I let you up. Fucking retards. Y'all should go over there and y'all should go over there and tell him to bring me up. William Anthony. I'm gonna bring. Yeah, let William Anthony come up. Free William Anthony. Hey, why y'all being racist against William Anthony? Take it up a little bit. Fucking one was that?
Situation, like for that man to come on there and even mention Country Wayne. Yeah, he got baby mamas galore. Yeah, he has his own situation galore. But people think that because they do something a certain way, that they should put their way on somebody else because they have the golden way. And it's the same thing as like the Christian walk, right? Not to go back, but like for example, my mama used to say you can't wear pants in church, right? Or let me not even say that. My mom and my dad used to say, don't listen to R&B.
Shut up, you yapper. She's yapping. She's yapping. She's a yapper.
Good. I can say this though. I can see how a person could become complacent here because it's such a nice room. Like everybody has their own private room. and locked room. This is a good neighborhood. I don't know how safe, what I'm just saying. It looks pretty, but everything that glitters is not gold. Y'all learn that one.
This is where the hustle comes in, because every neighborhood in Milwaukee.
Washington has saddled Nevadans with increased prices, energy insecurity, and a border crisis.
I'm tapping into. Yes. We a whole community out here in these streets. Make sure y'all tapping. It's a reason. It's a reason why people rock with us. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. Let's do what we do, y'all. All right, let's get into it. Let's continue over with the show. Gavin Newsom. What do y'all think about Gavin Newsom? How many people actually?
To what?
Okay. How many people? Let's remix this for a second. How many people actually live in California? That's what I'm wondering. I'm gonna read the super chat shortly. How many people actually live in California? Okay. Of those people that live in California, here's my next question. How many people?
Antoine rambles. Yo.
What's going on, brother?
What's up, my black friend?
Hey, question. Do you believe in like the ice wall?
What law?
The ice walls that are supposed to be around the U.S.?
Around the U.S.?
No, I'm sorry, around the world. They're supposed to be like an ice barrier around the world. And if you go on the other side of the ice barrier, there are other countries and continents and stuff that we don't know about. Do you believe in that?
Yeah, I think there's something going on. That Antarctica and the Antarctica Treaty.
Yeah. It's definitely some fishy shit going on down there.
That's what I'm saying. That's why. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm listening.
That's why we got to get the browns and the yellows, right? They're gonna build. They could build us a big ass boat, right? And then we're gonna load that motherfucker with the blacks, the whites, the browns, and the yellows. We're gonna take that ship to fucking Antarctica, and then we're gonna cross through it, and on the other side it's gonna be like heaven on earth. Here's like a prison slave area of the world. If you have the courage and you make a boat like Noah's Ark, and you take that motherfucker to that ice wall like you're talking about, and then all you gotta do is go through like a little canal. They're gonna be standing there with guns, right? And they'll be like, "Oh, you can't come here. We're gonna kill you." But you just face the fear and you just do it anyways. And on the other side is heaven on earth. There's gonna be bad bitches, half naked. There's gonna be plenty of food. It's gonna be all good. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So is Snafu a regular guest on your show?
I don't know, man. He's on this other show. You want to? Here, I'll show you where he's at right now. You want to go over there?
Yeah. I want.
Right now.
Please just let
doing that.
Both the locals and governments are putting blue roofs throughout China.
You think the local Chinese slave knows
to burn out and fade away? All right, I'm about to jump over.
Dude, we.
Yeah, I'll drop the link to that. But if you want to head over there and tell that motherfucker what's up, I can live stream it while you do it. You know what I mean? I'll drop the link to that channel. So this is OT. We call him Old Tar W. Oh, fuck that. Oh, well. If you come back, I'll hook you up. But thanks for coming, dude. That was cool. That's fun. Good times, dude. Good times, man. All right, get back to what I was doing. That's kind of cool. That dude showed up. Dude's pretty cool, man. All right, back at it. Yeah. So. That dumb motherfucker think the ice wall. The ice wall. He a flat earther. The stupid white people think they're the ice wall. They so stupid. These motherfuckers, foreign motherfuckers got me blocked. How's everyone got me blocked, yo?
New Eden.
This is some
And I need to know,
bullshit. This bullshit.
your
This is bullshit. Oh man. Let's see what we can go
on these YouTube streets.
Praise Allah. Why is it not fucking working when I click on that motherfucker?
Damn, he's about to turn off.
Yo, ain't about that time, yo. Ain't
How
about
did
that
Troll Beef
time.
get added to the Mo 3? The Troll Beef got added because the Mo 3 really and bigger content creator. Who we got right? Hold on. Let you know real quick. Hold on.
Hold on.
No, sir.
Hold on.
No,
No,
sir.
sir. No, sir.
No. You can't come up.
Nah, fam.
Yeah, you can't come up, bro.
Nah, fam.
I already know who you is. Hold on. Let me make sure though. Let me make sure real quick. Let me make sure. Yeah, that's you. Nah, bro, you can't come over here. No, sir. Mr. O'Shea, I already know about you, bro. You can't come around here. Yeah. Might get them on up out of here. It ain't that I'm scary. You just get nothing from me. But this band, that's it.
Scary ass.
Nothing from me. But this band, that's it. Get them out of here.
Scary ass. That's why I typed in this chat. Scary ass.
You're banned.
You been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you see them in the chat, or anybody who look like they with them, go and get them, mods.
Yeah.
We don't rock with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
They must
We'll
ain't
tell
tell you about
We'll
me.
show this dude some love for me, y'all. ITSWI.
The controversy that you bring, we good on that. So back to it. They say how to troll beef. So basically,
Shut that motherfucker
they, you know,
up, man.
after
So
that,
why he won't
the
let me
Polar, you know what I'm saying?
Somebody
Had a
script.
lot to do with, I think, the troll beef, y'all. 'Cause, you know, that's
Dumbass sucker. There's some bullshit. There's some hoes in this house. 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 There's some hoes in this house.
And you got to take your time. If you don't take your time and take time for yourself and that kind of thing, you'll be fucked up. You'll be lost in the sauce.
Girl.
Yeah.
You did it right after me. That shit's awesome. Yo, Spider-Man. The amazing Spider-Man. He's the man. He's amazing. He is Spider-Man. The amazing Spider-Man. He's amazing. He's the man. He is Spider-Man. All right. Let me go ahead and pin the fucking link. Let me pin the link. I'm going to pin one of y'all to a wall. They call me Paul Wall. So I'm going to pin your ass to a wall. You know what I mean? You understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? You understand the word that be coming out of me mouth? Do you? Do you, motherfuckers?
Yourself a Moorish name when you actually have a name from your parents. I don't think that they called you Tariq Allah Nasheed.
What? Malik Allah Nasheed. My mom called me when she was angry with me. Talik Allah Nasheed, get your ass in this motherfucking house.
Do you think I didn't cover everything? Of course I've covered everything, sweetheart. I stayed up all night.
Wild 48-hour escapade with Diddy. When he was just 15, Justin himself has shed light on a dark chapter in his life when he was caught up in the dark side of the industry and was hooked on drugs. Now this adds another layer of suspicion, considering Diddy's alleged reputation for substance use. For quite some time, rumors have circulated, hinting at Diddy.
Yo. Yeah. Yeah. Yo.
Marketing is only so much. Now, what about the solution? Or should we solve and then learn? I swear to God, I made so many, I made so many more plays.
Whoa. Whoa.
And it was already discussed to the point that it was like, I mean, you think maybe.
On it. Like people have started project on us on TikTok app.
Oh no.
Chinese psyop.
You got everything. They're out there right now.
You think they're watching us
all-
through the YouTubes by any chance?
Guys, they're there.
Do you think the government's watching us through the YouTube? For what, 3 months now? 3 months down. 3 months down. Happy April Fool's Day, aka Happy New Year. You fucking fools. Get it? You got the joke, right?
Yes, I
Nope.
did. I did.
Okay. I was preoccupied doing something else. Won't you come?
Joke is it's the fucking New Year, and you're all fools.
You guys are all my slaves, April Fools, and I was just joking.
So yeah, I would say that like a darker side, like an example of the dark side of the code, that would be like how the bridge just collapsed 6 months, or sorry, 111 years, 11 months, and 11 days after the Titanic sank.
Yeah, just like this
Baltimore Bridge.
broadcast collapsed when you joined.
Right.
It was officially 11 minutes, 11 seconds before this broadcast had collapsed as soon as you came on.
No, guys, just shut up. Let's
At
not-
that exact moment of that exact parameter. You know what I mean? That parameter.
And it was 11:11 when it happened.
Look at the
Somewhere.
gematria behind that, man.
Why is it echoing?
I couldn't tell you. I wouldn't know.
And I just want to personally tell Rebecca Joe that I banned you and go fuck yourself.
Hey-o.
Carry on.
All right, here you go. Whoops. Wrong.
You want me to narrate? Oh, okay.
They'll be
I'm gonna
pissed.
fucking. I'm
Go ahead
putting
and
all
O'Neal
you
is
guys
so
going on
fucking
the
annoying.
calendar. We got smoked fucking Paul. We got smoked
Enjoy it, and I'm
OTW
sure
for
that urge to take a picture is going to be
for
there.
Ishtar
Coming up
Day
in
or
my
whatever.
next
Shut up,
report, I'll
Cage.
explain how to safely take photos and videos of the
in front of a man and lie. That's what blows my mind, guys. Sometimes, when I'm out there doing audits and there's a guy saying, "Oh yeah, and he was on our property," like right in front of us, he's saying.
Operated, infiltrated media
Optics,
relations.
Progos, optics.
So hashtag Truthio, the crew, the glue, each and every one view.
Pro-yo, optics.
Down and dirty. And it's up
Pro.
to you to decipher the optics. But
Yo.
April 8th, let's take a look
Pogo.
at some of these optics. April 8th.
Optics. X marks the spot.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, everyone's talking
In
about
Canada,
April
we have
8th.
pogos. They're like
Let's
corn dogs and
look
shit.
at
You
some
buy their
optics that go
frozen
with
and that
it.
at the grocery
CERN,
store.
right? We know CERN is into some ritualistic both.
I did not condone hate speech. I tried to warn the dude for hate speech. He kept using it. I had to get rid of him. I'm just saying that for anyone I know y'all watching. We do not condone hate speech over here. So please, if anyone tries to flag my channel, we are not, we do not condone. I had to get rid of him. So please do not, if anyone tries to strike my channel, they try to do that. I do not condone hate speech or hateful.
Still here, Snaps. Snaps is gone. Shit. Okay, Snaps is gone. Fuck. I was wondering if in his report they was talking about the locusts. They said that there's another thing too. Like there's going to be like every 7 years locusts wake up. So there's going to be millions of locusts all over the place.
It's like that reminds me of cicada. They come out on prime numbers.
But locusts were on the 2020 bingo card.
Kuka ostaa miesten maitoa?
Kuka ostaa miesten tamponeja?
Onko sä jo kokeillut?
Kuka ostaa niitä miesten maitoa?
Mihin mä laitan ne?
Perseeseen. Kastat sen vittu Suomi-viinossa ja tunne se perseeseen. Sehän on se täysin.
For what's going to happen now?
Could be.
Preemptive programming, rather.
But now could be the predictive programming for 3 years from now.
So anytime anything happens, it's predictive programming for some point in the future.
Again, it's
I didn't know. I get.
Well, it's kind of funny you say that, Timmy, but yeah, for some dude, yeah.
So couldn't you say that about anything? Just like the C Division guy? Me and 144,000 children are going to be at Tennessee at the public square 7 years from now. You wait.
Why don't you throw this in
maybe
one
that's a little bit
Enough
exaggerated.
of the fucking Goyim talk, Timmy.
last night, and he was digging into it a little bit. But yeah, throw this shit in 1.5 feet, man.
Have a busy fixed target program and will provide beams to all the experimental facilities. The first fixed target physics will start in the PS East area on the
13th month calendar.
and then 25th March. The ice downstream of the PS booster will start
Moon
on
calendar.
8th April, followed by SPS North
Get up
area
there,
on 10 April.
BT.
The antimatter
Dare you
factory
talk in my
is set to
chat.
start. Ladies and gentlemen, the
Get
optics
your
are
ass
high.
up here.
Now, when we talk about CERN,
You
things
black
like that, April
motherfucker.
8th optics, right? Ayahuasca,
Get up
right?
here.
Making contact with ayahuasca. English occultist and
Mucking that
ceremonial
goddamn
magician
Starbucks.
Aleister Crowley reported to have heard on April 8th, 9th,
Yes,
and 10th
fucking
in 1904. Crowley reported
Get
that
up
this
here,
voice,
darky.
which he considered originated with a non-corporeal being,
Get your
dictated
ass
a
up here,
text.
boy.
So,
Fuck is your
do you
problem?
think that CERN, the portal, April 8th, way back in the day, black magic shit, technology shit, you think
Black
they're trying to contact demons? They
How's it gotta be
apparently
black
have
man?
optics of Aleister Crowley, well known with the occultist, talking to a demon named Awas around April 8th,
Well,
9th, and
well,
10th
that's where
in
the idea of the
1904.
gray
Now we
alien
got the
came
CERN
from for
collider and all
Crowley.
that shit starting up. Well, remember, it's all ritual in nature, CERN. Check these videos out. These are from CERN.
That gray alien thing that's ayahuasca, and that where he tried to attempt, Crowley tried doing something called the Abramelin ritual.
I mean, sounds like a
like vaporware. What is green Bitcoin? Is it just like a proof of work Bitcoin or proof of stake Bitcoin? Pass. We got enough of those. Bear market's coming now, says Crypto Soul. Oh. I'm thinking there'll actually be a big dip now, but we're headed to the moon shortly. I mean, either way.
Yeah.
The Abramelin ritual, it takes like fucking months just to prepare. Like it takes like
DT,
years
head
of
over to
shit
that
do
fucking
properly.
stream.
I agree.
Head over to this stream. What the fuck is your problem, dude? Snafu was over there. Paul's over there. What the fuck, DT? You're being a selfish piece of shit, dude. Now get the fuck over there.
Now,
Man
I go
fucked
into
up.
biblical things,
And
you know,
then
we have to
Vanessa.
decide for discern on our own. And if you believe in angels, you better believe in demons. And I know the NWO minus Hulk Hogan, the New World Order peace system agenda is being set and put in play. The optics are high. And as we speak, I'm learning now that
I think
supposedly
you're high.
tunnel, it might have a leak.
Optics are high. Crew, optics are high.
Now, and coming up to a certain date, certain eclipse, and certain things like that. And remember, these things are ritualistic, biblical, spiritual in nature. And again, the optics are high. I want you guys to watch this,
It
check
has
this
no
out. But if you want to
power.
help me out,
You're giving me Cash App me for these optics and shit.
Can we cash out for
I
optics?
need some money for these optics.
The China tunnel is leaking, the water tunnel. So again, we might be witnessing
Fuck
some
off,
big plays
Snappy,
by
bro.
many countries.
Optics high, profit low.
Optics are high and will continue to ramp up.
Optics high, bank account low, cash app.
Bank account low.
And much love.
Jimmy, do you have the latest optics?
I don't have his problem.
Timmy said
I'm tired of hearing that word. I'm tired of hearing
Optics
that
must
damn
be
word.
low. You know, I squirrels. I
Optics
really
high,
love.
sperm count low.
Yeah, no, not me. Maybe Snafu. Ice Squirrels, I would love for you to come up and like explain to us
Optics high,
why.
testosterone low.
Shut the fuck up, Cage. Shut the
Cage,
fuck up.
please.
Faux high.
This is
The
waking
faux
people
high.
up. Is it? Like, please can. I'm on the moon now for the eclipse.
Timmy, I miss you, man. You got to show up more often on my broadcast. I need you to
I have an
give me
eclipse
optics.
low. I have a proper brew going for these.
Want some optics? I gave you some optics
Yeah.
on the moon. Yeah, man. Bring some stuff there.
You guys ever seen Full Metal Jacket? They hit him with the.
Like what?
You kind of remind me of Cage Pile.
Who keeps popping up there and going off?
It's
Cage
Cage.
Pile.
What's her name? Tia.
Let me pause there for a minute. I said when I hear certain shit that I know of love and devotion, that I know things that that I know of to be fucking true, I'ma say it.
Hey, lay off my favorite troll, man.
Fucking cowards. Co-wards. That's what a coward actually means. Co-ward. You're collectivist wards of the state.
There it is. Optics high.
Chugio.
Hey, you smoke this shit, the optics are low after, you know what I mean? The eyes get low. You're good.
Yeah, what are the chances that like looking at the eclipse is actually the right thing to do?
I do apologize.
This you want to get rid of all responsibility and then either ascend to a new dimension where you don't have to
Now you're
evolve
just
and you can
standing
be a loser
there.
failure in the fifth dimension. Amazing. It's like,
Pretty much.
So you don't have to do anything in the fifth dimension and just continue to be a loser.
Right. You should be writing this down, man. It's pretty much the new.
This is
I
in my
love the
head
spiritual
all
world
day.
because I don't have to do
Look,
or be
man, just
anything.
because I don't scam
Yeah.
agents doesn't mean I'm.
It's gonna be the new Bible, Timmy. Come on.
I'm gonna shed this body.
Hundreds of
Optics.
agents.
We're gonna
Just
ascend.
because I'm not running crypto
Amazing.
scams on hundreds of agents doesn't mean I'm not thriving on many levels, sir.
I'm running crypto scam. Did you just
Whoa,
intimate
did
that?
I say you, sir? Did I say
Oh
you?
man, here we go.
I have a very high IQ, and it wasn't really that hard. I don't need a high IQ to know that you just intimated that. Why would you do that, sir?
IQ optics high.
Yeah, I got high IQ too. Something around 122 exactly. Pretty high.
I
Not
know
as
you have
high
a
as
statement
Paul,
to
but
make.
it's pretty high.
What's that now, sir?
I know you. You want to make a
Okay,
statement
now,
or
dude,
claim,
that's
or
a Canadian IQ test. You got to take off 30 points.
Yeah, you have to make the conversion with the American currency, right?
It's like Celsius to Fahrenheit.
Yeah, there's a conversion, metric conversion.
Fahrenheit, you got it.
It's high.
Because I'm not using the
Right,
knowledge of the numbers to like say run sports scams, sports betting scams.
Yeah, P Diddy, they're the Bloods, and Shug. No, Keith D. Oh fucking hell. Let's go. Diddy's a coward. He knew his house. Wait, I'm gonna work this out. I'm gonna work this out in my head. I'm gonna work this out. Wait a minute, because I know it. I know it. Keith D obviously was against Puff Daddy. Okay.
You're in a state of purgatory, like spiritual purgatory. That
David,
like.
did you do burpees today? Did you do pull-ups today?
Optics non-existent.
Did you do some Pilates today, sir? Did you drink any juice?
Pilates? I have
Pilates?
balls. No, I have two balls.
Mango optics are high, bro. Allow it.
Yeah, there's such a thing as Pilates.
I'm gonna do a 1-2 hit.
There's
for you.
yoga for
There you
men.
go.
Like there's like there's a way to do pull-ups for women. You know what I mean? Not everything's.
You know,
gotta
the system loves folks like you that just keep yourself in a spiritual purgatory and you never can grow.
Yeah, you can do
They
push-ups
love
on
it.
your knees like a woman and that. You know, we can start you with
Do
that.
nothing, be nothing, attempt nothing, and then you just like stare at
Wow,
insanity
that's
all
how
day.
they can't know you're an idiot. That's how they can't slave me. If I don't leave the house and I don't do anything, and I'm not technically a slave.
I need to know what they're doing next so I can do nothing again tomorrow.
I'm gonna find out what they're up to, so I don't do anything. In this way, nothing can be done to me.
Relax.
Yeah.
If you don't ever try, you can never fail, Timmy. That's what you need to understand.
Yeah.
Can we pin Lex Animata's comment?
Perfect ideology. You know,
Don't
what I mean?
deflect.
You know,
Don't
that should be
deflect for once in your life.
the motto of YouTube. man. If you never try, you can never fail. There you
You're
go.
deflecting from here, sir. Oh,
Reflecting on your failure.
Hey, did you guys see Chili crying like a little bitch in court today?
Oh, here we go.
Goodbye, listeners. Thank you again.
Okay, bye-bye.
Great to talk to you. All right, I gotta run. I'll send you the audio and video right away.
Okay. Crying like a little bitch. And daddy needs to stand up one day.
Please forgive me.
It's okay. I'll push you.
Please forgive me. I now have 50,000, and I'm very repentant. 50 to 100,000.
No, I'm gonna
Mr.
strike your
Sherman.
channel. I'm gonna get your channel taken down. Ooh.
Hey, OTW, look at your backstage. Chili cried like a little bitch.
Fucking bunch of retards. and
That's
shit.
what we don't want to just see.
Or on her cheek or on her forehead. So the claim is typically Jesus kissed Mary Magdalene on her mouth. There's the implication by Dan Brown and others meaning this was a romantic.
Oh, hey, yo.
Yeah, I got
Oh,
this
man.
crazy idea. This is crazy. So don't.
How
you know,
dare,
I don't-
that's anti-Semitic. That's racist and sexist or something, bro. How dare you?
Good morning. I stand on the side of righteousness and justice. And if standing on the side of righteousness and justice means I don't want to hear nobody dragging children. I don't.
Your shit's freezing. It's terrible
No,
quality.
it's not freezing. I'm the one who paused it, and I was muted, so now I'm unmuting. I have DTTV backstage. Cam up, so we see who you are.
Yeah, I watched the recording of the courtroom proceedings, Miss Zimmerman, on the Paul and Slave channel. Yeah, not good. Not good.
Anybody know who DTV is?
Oh, I saw that guy writing in the chat.
Clown ass fucking idiot.
He was writing in the chat for like the past 30 minutes. Seems like a real boy.
All about Snafu. He's obsessed.
Oh. Well,
Snafu Snaps.
go either way.
You scared of me? All right, so we got Snafu Snaps hater backstage. All right, so I don't know if you're here to porn bomb us or not. So
You guys feed off this shit. Fucking
So-
throw up the fucking screen and put him up and see what he sounds like in that, if you know him.
Right. Okay. For once, I'll actually listen.
One of Brian's racist black people he knows.
Okay, hold on a second. Bring that up. No, wait, that's no good. Here, I'll bring this one.
Yeah, like, share,
That's a lot
subscribe.
better.
Why
There
not?
you go.
Or get hit with the
Yeah,
lightning.
what's up,
You know what I mean?
DDTV?
What's going on? How you doing, brother?
Doing good, doing good. What's your purpose?
Yeah, I just wanted to check out what you guys were talking about. Look like you guys are familiar with the firmament and the 13-month calendar and that type of ordeal. And you guys seem to be pretty knowledgeable, whatever, but you just got this idiot up here, and I've been trying to get him to sign up for debate.
This fool got smashed in a rap. This fool fucking got pointed out as a racist. He's sad. That's why
I'm
he's
not a racist. I'm not a racist.
He's a sad.
I'm not a racist at all. You're scared of me.
You're sad.
Sign up for the debate. And you live in a trash can, you piece of shit.
No, I'm not trashing you. I'm telling you the truth, yo.
Pretty accurate.
It's okay,
I would
bro.
never
It's okay.
trash anyone, you fucking clown.
It's
Can we
okay.
get a
It's okay.
Stupid Pieces of Shit remix. Is Paulo?
Someone said that's pretty accurate in the back. What the fuck was that? Like, that's pretty accurate.
Do you want to sign up for a debate or not, Snafu? But you guys
Dude, I
seem pretty
would
cool.
destroy you like I did on O'Shea's already.
You didn't know. I've talked to several people. They
You
said,
guys
"Who
are
is
sick-
that?"
You're all sick in your head. You're all retarded. And that
Wait,
dude, I'm
like,
off.
back
You know
to
what I mean? You're
fucking
all
chili
retarded.
time like a little bitch.
I got shit to do.
Yeah,
with.
I'd
You
like
guys
to
are
get back to
retarded.
the video, guys.
Later.
Right?
Yeah,
all
go
right,
back
all
to the
right.
video.
Listen
But
up. Listen up.
yeah,
All right,
thanks.
get back to the video.
Right. I then saw some other things that I considered very poor in the courtroom. And Mr. DeCastro was convicted. He is given 6 months.
Mr.
to jail.
DeCastrated.
One thing I know he's going to do today is, for no other purpose, no matter what your ruling is, he wants to say sorry and fast. If he'd say sorry, we may see it as that he should have apologized to the marshal. One thing I would note for the court is that the issues that I saw seem to be significant constitutional issues. The court addressed it, but what I did notice is that this should have been really briefed beforehand on First Amendment issues. Had that, that's no fault. I think it just should have been done beforehand. I also noticed that at time of sentencing, the state asked for a suspended sentence, but Mr. Castro just pushed it, and I see reasonably agitated and irritated the court into causing a sentence that is now 6 months. This man, from what I can tell, Your Honor, has no prior felony convictions whatsoever. I'm doing that upon information and belief. I haven't run the scope. I know the state can do that, but I don't see that he has any felony convictions. He's made his appearances, and I think the time in jail has been shocking to him. I know it has, because I can tell the reaction of the calls every day and how difficult it is for him. I think he pushed this and is learning a very, very difficult lesson in life. I would ask the court to consider, based upon his ties to the community, sister here, nephew, he has a whole bunch of people wanted to come to court, which I suggested maybe a very, if they're going to come here, be respectful and mindful of what's already occurred in this court. What would I ask the court to do, given his lack of any serious criminal history, his remorse for his behavior in this courtroom during that trial, and the fact that the state at the time did not want jail time? I'd ask for an appeal bond, Your Honor, so that the issue can be, these issues can be properly raised. And so with that, Your Honor, I asked for an OR. I would just say a reasonable bail. I would suggest that since he came to the trial, since he already has gotten a taste of what inappropriate behavior in a courtroom looks like and feels like, I would ask for a bail in the amount of $10,000 or $20,000, appeal bond in the amount of $10,000 to $20,000. With that,
How is it that we were going to watch shit on the Eclipse and
Sorry, I
watching
respond
this?
quarterly. Typically,
How's that happen?
pursuant to the Nevada rules of criminal practice, the state has
It was kind of interesting to see. We were following this, and yeah, we'll get back to the eclipse. Don't worry about it.
This is also an eclipse, right? There's an eclipse of freedom.
The clips of tardation and fucking cuckery to the state. State cuck.
Well, what do you expect him to do now? I mean, he's already followed up into this narrative himself. He put himself into this situation. I guess he's gonna have to follow through.
I mean, everybody in this situation is like, it's amazing. I mean, pretty much everybody in this situation is like being retarded. Like, he shouldn't have went up to that situation. You can't do mental. There's no such thing as mental obstruction. Like, that's nonsense.
I agree.
Like, you can't be resisting an unlawful arrest. Like, there's no such thing as resisting an unlawful arrest. Like, that's.
Praise God. Are you there? Going once. Going twice. Great stuff. Come back later. All right, I'll see you later, man. You're pretty cool. Take care, praise God. See you later, buddy. Take care. I'll see you later. It's good stuff, man. Good stuff, praise God.
It's not a thing, so that couldn't be a charge. It seems like the cop lied on the stand. I mean, and then you had this dude actually having a fucking attorney the first time and him not saying anything, and then the lawyer not fucking objecting about anything, and then them accepting the jurisdiction of the. Shall I fucking continue? I mean, and it's madness. Slaves speaking for the court, the dead speaking for the bullshit state. The court being this like miserable woman. It's a fucking shit show all the way around. It's amazing. And then again, this guy pockets $25K for that weak ass plea. I mean, what else is he gonna say? He's got what the fuck can he say in this situation? He's in the corner anyway.
Right. So he gets 25K, asks for a 20K bail. So when he gets out, he's a free man with 5K in his pocket.
Right. Even if this honorable quote unquote honorable woman accepted the plea for bail, so that means all the griftards that paid his ball. Amazing on every level. Then you got all the people donating to this. It's incredible on every level. Not one being is standing as a man or woman. It seems just the Walking Dead. Here's the eclipse of freedom in real time.
Absolutely.
To understand them through study, yeah, and I can only study things I've experienced in it. If Jamaicans were never in this country, I'll never study them, never care. You know what I mean? You only study stuff that you're, you know what I mean, around. The only reason I study Haitians is because I'm studying America, what's happening in America, Haitian Jack, this, that, you know what's going on. And then you go into that and you're like, right, these people they've never been colonized, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm trying to say? So that's how you go to
uncolonized themselves.
Last year in Haiti, there's a white guy.
Right, yeah.
There's a white guy who came over to Haiti and was getting permission to, but he's approaching the Dons, isn't it? And the Dons giving him permission to film or whatever. So he's telling like an inside story, but it's very deep still. Let me see if I can find it and put it in the chat. It's fucking deep still. I can't
Is it on
lie.
Netflix?
No. It was on YouTube, bro. It was like, yo.
All right, Jeds and you guys, yeah, I wanted to ask you a question, yeah, because it's happened to me before, but I've kind of bypassed it now because I'm kind of used to it.
Stick a pin. Before you get into that, you just remember what you're gonna say. Please don't forget.
Yeah.
Just give me 1 second. Yo, William Anthony.
Yo, what's good, my brother?
Yeah, what's good, bro?
Shit, motivational bank holiday Monday. That sounds pretty dope, dude.
Sorry, man, you sound fake. Sorry, man, I got to kick you off.
God, these people are fucking retarded, dude. You sound fake, man.
Yeah.
Should have been an innocent bystander. Sorry, man, you sound fake. Sorry, man, I got to kick you off.
Sorry, man, you sound fake, man.
I just weren't
Hey,
feeling
man. Let's have a
Should
good
have been an
feeling,
innocent
man.
bystander. I just weren't feeling it.
Yeah, I thought it was an American he heard the Haiti and he thought he's going to give some advice. That's why
Anyway, yeah, so you were saying anyway, bro.
Yeah, man. People are so fucking sensitive, dude. You gotta be completely on point not to be able to get up on a panel. People are fucking retarded.
Okay. Your Honor, I've been receipt of Mr. Oron's motion for bail or any alternative for his own promises release. I would note that NRS 174.80, subject discretionary on support, allowable. Mr. Castro has the rescheduled second amendment in the district court on appeal. It's not set to be heard until July. It's discretionary, Your Honor, as with a lot of bail settings in Nevada, it's discretionary. And the state would oppose this court setting bail at this point. There seems to be this assumption that this court sent Mr. DeCastro 6 months under the part-time detention just because his conduct was inappropriate conduct in court. I would venture to say that Your Honor presided over the trial where you found guilt beyond reasonable doubt for both the obstructing police officer and resisting police officer. You saw his conduct in the body worn camera by the officer. And I would venture to say, I would submit to the court that the 6 month sentence that you imposed isn't simply for his behavior in court or his behavior to your marshal, but that is an appropriate sentence placed upon the defendant by the court due to the charges and the evidence that you saw through the trial. There's also been this claim that Mr. DeCastro stayed from free. I would venture to say, yes, he does not have felony convictions, he does not have personal convictions, but he does have inconsistent contact with law enforcement. He does have a warrant out of Ohio for a trespass. And I understand that's a pending misdemeanor, however, it's not status. And he has a pending case in Las Vegas Justice Court for the very same offenses that the court heard during the trial. As to the claim that no were issues before trial, the First Amendment issues raised or briefed prior to, Your Honor, the defense counsel was able to argue the First Amendment defense. Your Honor heard these arguments both during the trial and during those arguments. Mr. DeCastro, he took a stand, raised them as a defense. But Your Honor held after listening to all the evidence and finding the law, found him guilty. Regardless, this was not a First Amendment issue. The state stands by that. This was simply the defendant breaking the law, and he was sentenced accordingly for his behavior. His conduct was a consequence, an appropriate sentence imposed by the court. And so we oppose any kind of change for any kind of bail setting or for any award at this point. This is not a pre-trial detention. This is not a pre-trial bail. This was cited also in the defense counsel's motion. Valdez Menace stands for pre-trial detention. Mr. Castro is no longer close to the presumption of innocence. He has been found guilty of reasonable doubt by the Honor. And so after this,
God, British blacks treat you the same way, dude. What the fuck?
I would ask that the 6 months sentence you oppose and that you remain.
Wow. It's like no mercy. You're a criminal, DeCastro.
I'm here to say I recognize.
Moose, get your bitch ass up here, you stupid skinny freak. The link's pinned. You're a scumbag. Get up here so I could be your daddy. Skinny freak. That's what Moose looks like with his glasses on. Skinny freak. Get up here, moron. You have some potential, but you're wasting it. Being a fucking dumbass. Get the fuck up here and I'll give you some good game. Being a dumbass. Get up here, Moose. Piece of shit.
I'm not trying to in any way argue that on appeal there are legitimate issues. The court can see that there are some First Amendment issues just from watching the video, things that the court can consider on appeal. So that's the only basis on that. But given the fact that I think he really is contrite for what he's done. I watched the videos and shows the frustrated. I never tried. I apologize to you, but that's not what I'm saying. I'm online and it's from jail. That's not the same fault.
Oh, this is great. He shot himself in the foot with just with the post. I'm sorry, guys. I can help myself but take a good laugh here. The judge watched his videos. This is great.
Yes, the case continues.
It shows his true intent.
Continues to manufacture situations where he's arrested. I recognize that's what you're doing for a living, and this is, I can now be incarcerated. But saying in the couple of weeks since he's been incarcerated, and he calls in jail and publishes them on his website, not exactly. Okay, so he's going to apologize to me now, but that's not what he's doing publicly. I won't have to speak, but I would still ask you to consider that there may be legitimate issues. I think there are. There's like to consider. I think these are issues for some measure. It's in state that I can't find any case law that specifically talks about this filming of police officers. I really, but I would say, of course, I recognize that it's obnoxious behavior. That's what it appears to be. Whether it's protected is another thing that I think I, of course, need to look at. But I can see if the court is already I want to be clear. I did not have a problem with him filming. I said that when he that was not the issue. It was the safety issues that he created with his behavior. And I also did not sentence him because of his
public trust, safety,
I wasn't why I sentenced him to jail. I sentenced him because I found him guilty of unreasonable doubt.
mental obstruction.
Idea. I've been wearing the wrong chinos my entire life. I've always had a pancake butt, but then I saw these chinos on.
How about that? They say we have lookalikes around the world, even in different races. I'm telling you. Let me keep this pointed at the ceiling. Yeah, I can. Do you think Diddy and Jay-Z returning to save their legacy?
His behavior wasn't unacceptable in court, but that's not what I sentenced him for. I did not sentence him for his behavior in court. I sentenced him for his behavior for the 2 charges he faced.
Oh,
right, so your motion is denied.
Motion denied. Bam.
So she admits it's because of his behavior and of mental obstruction, the words that he said to the cop. I mean, it's amazing. She just admitted that. It's hilarious.
Wow.
But I didn't hear it, Timmy. What did she admit? She didn't admit to the sentiment he was bringing to court. Why she sentenced him harshly, right? She was claiming it was the charges.
She's claiming that it was the behavior during the interaction with the policy officer, but she explicitly said the behavior, and the obstruction and the convicted charges. She's like stripping over her own words to not put liability on herself.
Yeah. Well, also too, they're never going to concede to the fact that your conduct at court is going to influence that. I really do not believe that Mr. DeCastro would have got 180 days of jail if he didn't show up and act like a douchebag at court. I really don't believe that. No violence, no criminal record, no nothing else. I highly doubt that.
Yeah, if he would have been honorable in court, I believe maybe things would have turned out to be a little bit different. Maybe the judge would have considered the evidence brought forward. But he really fucking asked for it, man.
Let's be clear too. Another part of the problem is they don't want this to continue, and they're tired of people making careers off of chasing cops around. So they're gonna make an example out of you. You want to do this? You want to play games? Well, every once in a while, one of you guys is gonna get hit up for 180. So have fun.
Right, and they didn't hit just any small time dude. They went for Delete Laws. That's it. They went for a big guy.
But he
all the little guys.
But they didn't go for him. He went to them, right? In every interaction at this point, he went to the policy enforcement interaction contract situation. He engaged. He started a conversation. I don't believe that he should be where he's at right now at that level of sentence, but he keeps bringing himself to their jurisdiction and then not challenging it and then just like crying at people.
Yeah, I mean, we can have the argument of the public and private and the commerce versus, free expression, whatever the case may be. But that's the world we're in now at this point, where they've established with code dual jurisdiction and the idea of contractual agreement for governance, like whether that wants to be accepted or not. So you almost can't see the world as one thing right now. You almost have to see it as at least two worlds, like kind of overlaid, right?
And it is spiritual. Like she just said, she admitted to the lawyer. She said, "Hey, did you see his videos of him, all his calls from the jail?" And the lawyer's like, "Oh no, I was busy on another case." And she's like, "He's not contrite. So you guys think you can shapeshift here at your job with your woman in all these different places and shapeshift and like run game on everybody? You can't. You got to be who and what you are, and then that's going to come out. It's exposed." And so she knew that he didn't really seem too contrite. He just crying in jail.
Yeah, I mean, and then everyone wants to insult everyone's intelligence like people don't know themselves. You ain't out there specifically to uphold the law and rights. Part of it is you want to get content. You want to run your business. So, when you start coming at this from that sentiment, it's a slippery slope, man. I'm just telling you what I know about me. You can't get caught up in that shit, chasing people around, wanting to put shit on camera so you can have fresh content. It's like, it's one thing if you see something going on, then, you record it, you try to uphold the law. Even that, you're going to be riding the line with them. You got to know where you're at in history, like where we go from here.
And you got to think also about all the research that they did on him prior to, if she watched the videos that he did while he was in prison, she most likely probably went and watched other interactions with police officers that he had.
Yeah, OTW.
So
if you were the judge in this situation, let's just say, it's like, wouldn't you say that if you look at any of his previous streams, he's fired up and he's relentless, and he never relents, right? That's what relentless means, right? He never relents on his energy, I would say the word hatred, his hatred for the system and how he calls the pigs cops. Like, he's there, it's there. Like, it's a palpable, there's a palpable, like, energetic, spiritual, like, disdain for the system, like, at all times. And there's never any relenting about the fact that they are beings. And I think this, as a man, I just see that, right?
Don't you notice that was probably the initial intent was to break that spirit?
What do you mean?
Well, like by doing what she's doing and sending him to 180 days in jail, don't you think that the goal there was like to break that initial spirit that he has going after police officers? Do you think he's going to continue his endeavor on his way out of there? Do you think he's going to be even more hatred towards the system, or is he going to come out complying and repenting towards what are your thoughts? What do you think? Because if you look at the situation,
I don't know.
I
can't
led up to this particular moment, right?
Yeah, I can't predict the future for any man, but
there's one guy, do you know what I mean?
So I ain't watched that.
It just proved my point that the thing is,
but it's actually a joke.
It's unfortunate that Jamaicans
it's more important. I
were
think it's
the
more
first.
important to I think Jamaican culture as has an element of learning how to utilize intimidation to get yourself further in your society. This is probably a tactic that has been learned, or maybe it's a streak that runs. Scare man with a look. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of that. Yeah, there's a lot of that. Yeah, there's a lot of that.
100%.
Yeah, that might
100%. And also, if any guy from Africa gets big, I feel like we're looking to big that up. In term, gone.
That wasn't me.
Oh.
Yeah, what's up, Brian? Yeah, I came over to your page and I was like, you know, because someone's saying, oh, this guy's streaming your content, blah, blah, blah. So I was thinking, you know what, maybe you wanted to have a conversation, make it worthwhile. Maybe there was something you wanted to speak about. I got rid of you too quick. You know, obviously, we don't need the trolling, but we're always up for good conversations. Always. Yeah, I'm living in Britain. I'm Nigerian. I'm a black. Is everyone on the panel black? Yes. Yes. Now we got the what? Right. So what? So politically, where you at? What's your stance? Okay. Okay. So what do you pay attention to, and what do you talk about?
Oh.
Okay, spiritual metaphor. So who is the war against? Okay, spiritual metaphor. So who is the war against? Demons. Okay.
So you work for the angels, yeah? Correct.
Is there a okay? Is there a underpinning racial theme to your content, and what is it? 'Cause I can see you got videos like black bitches love Brian O'Shea and Brian O'Shea leads the blacks in fight for freedom and all this. So what is it? Talk to me.
Yeah, some of that can be a little triggering. It's a little obvious. Try to get conversations going, but at the same time, I believe it. I believe anyone could be a wise person, anyone could be a strong person. But if you look at generally, like say in America, the sports, they're dominated by the blacks. They're very strong physically, but mentally they might be a little lacking if you were to generalize. And if I was to, attempt to trigger people, you could have conversations like that. But at the end of the day, anyone could be wise, but I could generalize and say white people would be more wise and black people would be more physically strong. And browns and yellows would be more industrious, like China making things, the industry aspect of it.
Yeah.
So you could generalize in brown people too. Like in America, we got Mexicans that do a lot of work. They do a lot of the grunt work that no one else wants to do. So we can make generalized statements like that.
Okay. Guys, anything you want to ask? Please feel free to join in.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, big up yourself. What part of America are you from, brother?
I live in Las Vegas. I grew up in Chicago.
Are you like an indigenous black man? Yeah, American indigenous.
I'm a white person. My mom's
All right then. You don't sound it, but you know that's my you know.
my mom's from Ireland, and my dad's parents are from Ireland.
Your mom's what?
My mom is from Ireland, and my dad's parents are from Ireland.
Okay, say nothing.
So yeah, I mean, I just got arrested recently for not handing a cop an ID when I got pulled over in a traffic stop. So
what attracted you to this channel though? Like, what made you come to this channel? Did someone invite you, or you just saw it randomly, or?
no, I click on the live tab, and whatever pulls up, if it's a black panel in particular, that's the ones I've been searching.
Targeting. Why are you targeting black panels?
Why?
Targeting is a triggering word. It's a heavy word.
You like the
Targeting.
triggering word.
Targeting is a very
Sorry,
bullseye.
you meant to say aiming for. What are you aiming for?
When I pull out my my holster, what am I looking? What panel am I looking to get on when I unholster my stream? You know what I mean?
I was gonna ask you, brother. Yeah, like your mother's Irish, your dad's Irish. Do you consider yourself American?
These types of labels, I think we can sort of get away from whatever, whatever's going on in Ireland, whatever's going on in America.
No, not America and all that. Forget about all of that. You personally, do you consider yourself American? I don't do the sidestep thing.
I don't like putting labels on myself like that. I'd rather just be a human being.
What do you do then? No labels. What do you do?
What do I do?
You're a human being. You're a human being. All right.
We've spoken before, Brian. You've been on here before.
Oh, I don't remember. I go on a lot of panels.
So, what is your fascination with black people? Is it because you're from Chicago from the beginning?
See, when the woman pipes up like that and asks a question like that, when men
When
are
a
speaking,
woman pipes up like that, yeah. So I'm asking.
Now that was funny.
Don't come with that energy to me, yeah. But I'm asking you, what is this? Because I'm looking at your content right now, yeah. The owner of this channel is scrolling, so I'm seeing this. What is your fascination about black people?
so you're determining I have a fascination, and you're determining.
Ask him. He didn't say. Ask him. He didn't say that.
No,
Don't put words in his
He
mouth.
said that. No, listen, D-Block. I didn't
What do
say
you
he
mean?
said that. I'm seeing what I'm seeing on the screen right now. Yes, I'm asking him.
What do you see on the screen? Share it with us.
Well, she
what do you
thinks it
mean?
has something to do with me being from Chicago. She doesn't seem like a wise person to make a statement.
I'm asking you. Can you just answer me, man?
Yeah, but you were asking leading questions, and you're coming with a certain
Yeah,
energy,
so,
and you're already female when men are
Right.
speaking, so it's kind of irking me a little bit.
What?
Like you have
He
that
said-
energy. See, there's a problem in this world where men want to be really masculine. They want to talk. I mean, women want to be really masculine and talk over men.
You like
See this energy she comes in with her
man.
feelings. See how too many people are in their feelings nowadays. They have a feminine energy,
She's not even had
especially
a
men.
chance to say anything, though.
What?
She's not really had a chance to say much.
I know, but
I
just in her initial things, I'm trying to trigger and trying to come at her kind of strong. I know, but she sounds like a pretty woman. She's probably attractive, which is why she likes to run her mouth with a lecture. But it's okay.
Run my mouth. I asked you a fucking question. You cannot even answer me.
See, now she's triggered. See how she's angry now? She's triggered.
No, I'm not angry. Just answer my question, though. What's wrong? with
What
you?
is your question?
You know his brother. Like, just answer a question
What
because
is
she's
your
actually
question,
being
my
sincere.
beautiful?
It might sound like the tone is aggressive, but she's not trying to be aggressive. That's her way of speaking. That's how she speaks. She's
Go
not
ahead and
trying to
ask
be
your
aggressive.
question again, my beautiful black African queen.
He is black, man. I could tell by the tone. I said, yo, no white man's voice is that deep.
No, man. His name is O'Shea. He's Irish.
That's him in the picture. Yes.
Oh, okay, beautiful. I say nothing.
It's beautiful, yeah.
Beautiful, yeah.
So I'm just saying he's been to the cookouts apparently.
Daddy, you weird now, D-Block, man. About beautiful.
I've always been weird, man.
No, man. You just called next man beautiful. Enough already.
I'm just saying Anyway, sorry, accent. My bad, any accent. Please forgive me.
Get out of the way. Let's let this conversation flow. So, Axum, do you mind re-engaging?
Yeah. So
asking a question?
Brian, why do you like
Yes,
to
my love.
review the black people on your stream? Why? You have bare videos of them. Why
Will you
do
put
you
your
so
camera on real quick, my love?
No, I'm not. I don't want to distract you. Continue though.
Are you that distracting? Are you that beautiful?
Did I go screw yourself, innit? Like,
Whoa.
for real.
That.
Apparently, I did something wrong by assuming she makes me
Wow,
beautiful.
Brian. Is that how she's talking to you? Crazy.
Oh, so I'm in the wrong. Okay, whatever. But her question is, what is my fascination? Something about Chicago. Yeah, I think it's interesting. I really would like to. If you look at the title of today's stream, it is. Let me read it. Strong blacks willing to die alongside Wise O'Shea, and that's a picture of a white general leading a black army. And I believe that. I believe that my name O'Shea means savior and deliverer. So I believe I am the savior and deliverer of black, brown, and yellow people because of my wisdom. The blacks have the strength.
I can't believe you're saying that. What? Say that again. Rewind that. You're the savior of black people.
My name O'Shea means savior and deliverer. If you Google it.
Oh, okay. You're the translation. Right? Yeah, pick up your name.
So do you think like black people can also be wise, or is it just like
Yes, they can. They can. However, if we generalize, they are generally physically stronger and not as smart as white people.
Oh, they're not that smart. How did you
No,
come to that?
I would disagree. I would disagree. Sorry.
Pull back for a minute, man. Pull back for a minute. Just for a minute.
So how did you come to that conclusion, Brian?
Well, it's something that I have just through objective observation, through what's the word? Just through objective observation. And also this book, the Ora Linda, kind of touches on it too, and I really resonate with it. Like they have these three women. One's called Freya, she's a white woman. One's called Lita, she's a black woman, and one's called Finda, she's a brown/yellow woman. And they're like the three mothers of the races or whatever, and they have different temperaments. So if you look at the black woman, she'd have like the most. If you looked at it as like a temperature or fire, it would be the most extreme fire, the most hot. If you look at the brown and yellow woman, Finda, she would be like less than the black, but still higher than the white woman's temperature. And then the white woman would have the most moderate, even-keeled temperature.
Even killed, moderate and even killed.
Yeah.
So what happened to the extremes? Like if a black woman is super aggressive, and the brown woman is in the middle, why wouldn't the white woman be super weak or super passive?
Yeah, I guess you could use those type of words, but the book also explains that like if you look at their personalities, like the white woman would be she's all about like justice and freedom and temperance, and whereas the black woman would be more prone to using physical strength and sort of losing her temper and then maybe regretting it later. And
Hold on. All right, cool. That's amazing. Axum, come on, talk up. All you black sisters that were in the chat, you wanted to talk about, you're piping up for Jamaica. I need to hear you say something for black women in general. But
this is interesting. I'm trying to build up my case with him.
I'll go for it.
And he wants to trigger me. Yeah. So, I want to go a little bit further back. Brian, are you into eugenics any chance?
No, not into eugenics. I believe that, like I said, anyone can be anything at any time, and we're using generalizations to trigger and to get conversations going. So, like, let's say the shit hit the fan, like there's something weird going on in the world, and the food stopped arriving in the stores, and things got really weird, and people were forced to go back to the land a little bit. And things get a little more primitive. Maybe there's no gasoline for the automobiles, or petrol, as you guys would call it. And people were forced to be able to because no one really knows how to work on their automobiles. No one really, knows how to garden and supply their own food. So if we were somehow forced through some sort of war situation or supply chain situation, these dynamics would become apparent. And so what I would need is a community or a group of people that I could rely on in times of struggle like that, in strange times, if you will. So what I would look to is look for people with wisdom to be the leaders, the people with strength to be the fighters, and the people who know how to do industrial things like make clothing, garden, do those things. So I think they would fall into different color categories. But
all right, so you go by color then, isn't it? Like you're gonna.
I'm not saying it would have to be, but if let's say there was a black man that was wiser than me, I would acknowledge and I would allow him to be the leader. But if we're gonna like push buttons and have conversations and sort of trigger people, we can apply the colors, which I think there's something to it in general. But if it was my community, I wouldn't say, "Oh, you're black and you don't get to be a leader." If you have the wisdom, if you have the understanding, you get to be the leader.
But Brian, you said earlier that you're gonna be the white savior for the black people, right?
Yeah, I said that.
Yeah.
It's in the description of my stream.
Have you not encountered a black man with your level of wisdom?
Yeah, I'm sure there are. I'm sure there are that are more wise than me. Have I met them?
So, yeah, no, because the thing is, if you're aware they exist, then why would you paint yourself into the role of the white?
Well, right now it's a way to, like I said, trigger, get conversations going, rile people up. But at the same time, I believe there is truth to it, generally speaking, in a generalized form. And in fact, there's this book, The Oralinda, talks about it, and I resonate with this book deeply. Some say it's a fraud, some say whatever. I mean,
what's the origin of this book? What's the backstory?
The origin. So the Oralinda people were these free people. There are people that are all about freedom and justice. They have a saying that applies to this day that they'd rather be dead than slave. And so they were, I believe they were somewhere near like Norway, Finland, Dutch, somewhere over there, I think is where these books or these people supposedly were from. And but I really like the fact that they were all about freedom and justice as a society. They had a masculine sort of god that they call Waralda, which is more of a spirit than like a human emblemation of a god. It's more of like a spirit, which I believe is masculine, if I'm not mistaken. And then but in the society itself, they have what they call mothers, which are females, which have they had a very high rank and a very important positions within the community. They were sort of like clairvoyant, if I'm not mistaken. If you needed advice, you would seek like a mother, which would be like an older woman who's gone through a certain type of training or a certain process her whole life to get her to like this very high position, if not one of the highest positions in society. But at the same time, there's a masculineness to the society, but the women do play a very important role.
Zumi?
Where to begin, Jediah? Where to begin?
Let's go. We're not going to get much help. So, these are rather argue amongst themselves.
Yeah, but okay. So
He's not only got strength part of a black man.
Yeah, proper angry black woman. Yeah, that's what you're trying to say.
Black women only want to get angry at black men.
That's the only part of it. But Brian, yeah, I'm trying to understand your videos, right? I'm just seeing the headlines, and what is it that you're trying to get at? Like, what is the point with the whole thing? What is you?
Well, I think I've repeated it a few times. I'm attempting to get conversations going. I'm attempting to trigger, and at the same time, there are threads of truth, I believe, to what I'm saying. But at the same time, as I've already stated, if things were to go bad, and we needed leaders, people in different positions, I would use, like I said, if someone was wise and they were black,
you'd follow a black man. You'd be led by a black man. Have a black.
If he had the wisdom and discernment and understanding, if I felt he had that, I would encourage him to be the leader if he possessed those qualities.
Okay. And you are aware that such black men do exist in terms of black men with more wisdom than maybe yourself or I.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, cool. So it's not an impossibility, but we're generalizing for the sake of conversation. Is that it?
Yeah. I mean, ultimately, there's some radical authenticity, and I would like to think that I have this radical authenticity. And sometimes when you're radically authentic and truthful, it can be triggering to some people, and it can be just, some people might see it as disruptive and rude and different things, but sometimes the truth is that. Sometimes the truth isn't pretty, and sometimes the truth can disturb certain people.
Okay. So who's your biggest enemy?
The biggest enemy?
Yeah.
Biggest threat to me would probably be my own ego. Like, it's all inside personal journeys, right? I don't know if you want to externalize, if you're looking for external threats or internal or just threats in general, but when on the path to wisdom, this world is a holographic simulation. So as above, so below, as within, so without. So if I'm going to have an enemy, it's going to be probably my dealing with my own ego and my own understandings and my own truths. So
you're the only one that stands in your way of the living the life you want to live.
It depends on the circumstance and situation and conversation. Like I said, you could go internal. You should primarily go internal for answers. But as I move through the world, the physical world, physical reality, the physical simulation, this physical manifestation of simulation of a spiritual dynamic that's going on. I would say that people who are slaves, like, because there's a private side and there's a public side, a commerce, like a world of like money and different things. So if you like register your vehicle and you have a driver's license and you have insurance, and when you get pulled over by a police officer and you hand over that ID and you pay your tickets, you're sort of, and you have the license plate on your car with the ticket with the stickers on it. I don't know how you guys do it out there, but you're sort of acknowledging that you're part of this public commerce system, this financial system, right? You're sort of contracting with them, right? But if you were to take the plates off your car, to not have those IDs, to not have the insurance, and to correct your status, which would be go through a paperwork process that involves your passport. It's more of a spiritual thing at first. The whole process begins in a spiritual inside level, like inner level, but to manifest it to the outward world, you would look at someone who's in a private jurisdiction. Like, there's two jurisdictions. There's like two worlds. There's a world of a public commerce, corporate sort of jurisdiction, which most people are in and which most people are slaved up to. And then there's this private, free system under God of justice and natural law, and knowing each individual, knowing right from wrong, inherent. They don't need a million laws, because they say the average person commits 4 felonies a day without knowing it.
So which one do you choose to acknowledge yourself in? Which one do you choose?
Even though I currently have license plates on my car that are expired, so I'm sort of have 1 foot in the private, 1 foot in the public. So that's not a good position to be in anything in life. If you have 1 foot in, 1 foot out, you're sort of playing a mediocre both, like in anything in life, any area. I don't care what area you bring up. If you're not fully committed to something, you're sort of wavering and playing both sides. So it would be better if I just took the plates. If I was to declare myself a private, free person, I would take the plates off. I would get rid of all the IDs that that don't have the corrected status on them. Like if I
Is there anybody in the world that is invested in keeping the world away from becoming private and autonomous and sovereign?
Oh, absolutely. The slaves, like if I have this conversation, people are like, oh, you're wrong. You should have your license plates. You should have your ID. You should have your insurance. And if a cop pulls you over and you don't give those to him, because I just went to jail for it because I could have handed him an expired ID and just got some tickets, right? But I didn't. And it was live streamed too. You could watch it if you want. I mean, so like I didn't give them the ID, so they charged me with obstruction of their investigation into why my plates were expired. And then they towed my car and dragged me out of the car and took me to jail.
Okay. Who is invested in keeping you from being a private sovereign?
To be honest, it's like the common everyone around us, like people who agree with what's going on. So that's why I say, okay, that's fine. Like if say you get pulled over, it's like you tell the cop, like, look, there's millions of people who will agree with what you're doing. Like target them, like just leave me out of it, because to be honest with you, it may not work out for you in the long run. Like, and I'm just being honest with them. Like there's millions of slaves who are going to go along with what you're doing. Like you would be best off, like in every area, to just leave me alone and let me do what I do. Because the main thing that it all boils down to is there's no injured party, there's no loss, injury, or harm that I've committed. So when you show up, because they're always like, well, you could work it out in court. But it's like, I don't go to courtrooms, but if I do get dragged into one, there's no injured party in a lot of these things. Like I don't cause loss, injury, or harm to people. If I do, then yes, I will be required to have recompense to figure that situation out and make it right. But there is no, they're not going to be able to present someone who's suffered loss, injury, or harm by what I'm doing. So it's all like magical mystery.
Because I guess I'm trying to pinpoint who would be against what you're.
It's just
proposing.
everyone that agrees with this public system and that doesn't acknowledge the private free system. Like just say you're slaves and just say you're part of a slavery thing, and that's fine. You guys are all about
whose
that.
system is it? Who owns the system? Who created the system?
Who owns and creates it?
Who owns the system? Who creates the system? Who's responsible for the system?
We all like you guys have IDs, right? You guys all have IDs, and if you got pulled over, you would hand over the cop an ID, right? I'm just saying, but we all create reality at the same moment. Like there's no future past. There's no past and there's no future. There's only the present moment.
Hold on, brother. Unfortunately, there's a timeline.
Not really.
Some of the laws and statutes and policies that you're complaining about didn't exist at a certain point in time. So it's not just you want to say. I find that word that I'm complaining about it. I find offense with that. Let's get our words and terms correct. What you're not complaining? You're making a.
No, I'm not complaining. I'm a free. I'm speaking about what a person in the private jurisdiction who's a free man as compared to a slave, which you guys are all in this panel. You're slaves who defend slavery. You perpetuate slavery by your actions of being in that slave world.
Hold on. You have multiple complaints against.
You can keep using that word complaint, but I am not complaining.
What you are.
I'm speaking to you as a man, a free man. You are a slave. I'm speaking to a slave. A free man is speaking to a slave.
Hold on. Yeah, but when you're speaking to me about what you're unhappy about,
I'm not unhappy about anything. I'm speaking reality.
I will keep a grip of reality while
I'm trying to put words in my mouth.
While I get through one sentence, keep a grip of your reality and try to hear me out. I'm not as much invested in the semantics as the point that I'm trying to make, which is you have an issue with the way things are running. When you vocalize that issue,
other people have an issue with God and His creation and His laws. They try to invoke it on me, and I don't appreciate that.
You like the way the world is running, society is running. You like that. You like these laws and statutes. You like that.
People can
Huh?
do whatever they want.
You-
If you
you like
want,
that-
if you
you
choose
like
to be,
it.
you like
never
it.
asked-
That's why you don't change it. That's why you don't go to
I'm
jail like I
asking
do.
you if
You
like
enjoy it.
You like it? You like your straw man persona? You like that? Do you like it? Yes or no? If you don't like it, then
You
can say
enjoy
don't like it.
slavery. You defend slavery.
Why are you asking? I've never defended anything.
Yes, you are. It's your tone and attitude right now.
No. You just don't want to admit the fact that you're complaining about something you don't like. You don't like the words.
You're
and you wanna
complaining
draw me
when you
down.
hear a free man speak. It irks you.
You're not a free man, bro. Unfortunately, you
Okay.
riding around with plates. You answering to court systems. You on Google.
Here we go.
Using your
Let it
Google
out,
account.
brother. This is
You
what I
ain't free.
wanted. This is what I wanted.
You
This is
ain't
the
free.
radical authenticity. We don't need to beat around the bush. This is how I need you
ain't
to
free.
talk.
So that's why I'm trying to talk to you, but you want to get caught up on me saying you're complaining. I'm saying you don't like. You said, "Oh, I never said I don't like." You, it's ridiculous. If you like the system, then you're demonic. If you like the way the world is
You
running,
just say the words. I enjoy.
hold on. If you like the way
No,
the
no.
world, hold on. If you like the way the world is currently running,
If you like it, I love it. If you enjoy being
I
a
don't
slave,
like
I love
don't
it.
Like it. I don't like it.
Well, then we'll get down to that. But it's you know,
But I want to know. But I said you don't like it, and you was refusing to admit that.
if you like it, I love it.
I didn't say I like it though.
You just
I'm
did.
saying
You
the
said there's a problem with what I'm doing. So you like what you're doing because it's different from what I'm doing.
Now, this ain't about what I'm doing, about what you're doing. I'm asking you about the system. I'm asking you about this system of slavery without consent. Do you enjoy it? Do you
If
want to be a
you
free
like
man?
it, I
You
love
aspire
it.
to be a free man of the land. You aspire to be sovereign. You're using lofty words, right? And I'm saying, so that must mean that you don't like the system of enslavement.
If the slaves like it, I love it.
But that's not why I'm asking if the slaves like it. I'm asking if you like it.
I'm happy with myself in my decisions.
Not with
It makes
yourself.
me
I'm asking
stronger.
about the system. Sorry, brother. I never asked if you're happy about yourself or happy with yourself. I asked
The
how you feel
system is a
about
mythological. Is a.
So
We're
then you've got
talking. We're
nothing to
talking.
be free
The
from.
system is only made up of individuals. There's no system
But then you've
outside
got
of the
nothing to be free
individual.
from. Unfortunately, some of the laws and statutes that you're kind of dancing around, you try to say there's no time, there's no past, present, or future. But I'm saying that there's a time where some of these statutes and policies have been set, and there was a time before them. There's a time before you had to register your car with the what have you got over there? We got the DVLA. You got the what? DA, whatever your driving authority is over there. There was a time before you having to register your vehicle with them, right?
Yeah, like when they had horses, carriages.
Right. So I'm just saying, like, who is responsible and who is upholding?
We are as individuals. You are doing it. You're
I'm not.
yes, you are. You're defending what they're doing. You drive around with plates on. You hand over your IDs. So you are contracted in that system. So you are doing it. A lot of you. There's millions of you doing it.
Without me doing it, would this whole system collapse?
You would as an individual be more empowered. You'd be more free.
Yeah, but would the whole system collapse?
I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know what would happen.
Without me doing something, would the whole system? If I withdraw my consent, yeah, if I take up civil disobedience, withdraw my consent, and walk in the other direction, would the system come crumbling down? Would there be people that try to bring me back, kicking and screaming?
There's a
into the
main
system?
authority. God would look at you with favor.
Are
and he
there
would
people
protect you.
upholding? Hold on. Are there people that benefit from this system that would seek to keep us into the system? This is the type of conversation I'm trying to lead you towards.
Yeah.
So we
And
can
as I
have
said,
a-
as I started out, it's a metaphysical holographic simulation. So if you want to go against God, his creation and his laws, go for it. If you like that, I love it. See what happens. See how it works out for you.
Okay, so you believe that this system is implemented by God?
Well, you don't?
So you think
You don't think God is the ultimate authority?
You think God wants you to register your car?
That's what you got out of this conversation, is that I think that God wants me to register my car.
The thing is, this is what I'm talking about. I'm asking about that the fine details about the way our system, our society is structured. The laws and the statutes and the policies that encroach on our freedom are birthright. Now, you seem to be mixing up God's law of the land with policies and statutes. So I'm trying to understand where your mind
the policy and
you're
statutes
going
are.
all over the place. So stay with me. Stay with me. We both believe in God.
Can you let the other guys fucking talk a
That's
little
what
bit?
I'm
You
going
fucking
on.
cut him off like 5
Stay with
minutes
me.
ago.
You struggling to keep up with me.
Can you just let the other guy talk who wanted to talk like 5 minutes
One
ago?
second.
Can you let him
One
say
second.
one fucking sentence?
1 second, brother. I believe you, me.
You're
yeah,
like,
for
you're not
the-
getting anywhere with this, dude.
for the
There's a
sake
bunch of other people on the
continuity and
panel.
clarity, I'm gonna stop talking to you because you obviously can't handle having a conversation with an intellectual being. So I'm gonna let you have whatever gibberish that you'd rather conduct. But I was trying to ascertain what your stance is, and if you answer me, then I can understand what.
But
your
let other
stance is
people
and
talk
where you're
for a little
coming
bit, dude. You're not
from.
really
Because
getting
you're-
anywhere. The other person wanted to talk.
because it's my channel, bro. It's my channel. Yeah. If you stop being so ignorant, then maybe we could get somewhere. But because you want to do semantics, we're not getting anywhere. You can't even decide who runs the fucking system that you're trying to opt out of. You got 1 foot in, 1 foot out of this system, and now you're calling it God's system. You're confused, bro.
God is the ultimate runner of all systems.
This ain't God's system. God's
No one can
system
usurp
exists.
God. No one can usurp God. It doesn't matter what they call it or what. You know what I'm saying? He is the ultimate system runner.
Okay, so God wants you to register your car then.
No, what are you talking about? The people who are usurping his authority and coming up with these policy and codes against his wishes.
Right. So then what you just said 5 seconds ago is now cancelled out by your last statement.
Bro, can you just let the
People
other
are
person
setting
talk
up-
for the love of God?
Humans are setting up a system that goes against God's wishes.
Yes.
Right. So why are you struggling when I'm asking you who is
Fine,
setting up
dude. It
this
took a half
system?
hour to get
When
there.
they set this-
Great.
No,
Now let
it's
the other
who
person
this
talk.
long to get there. So who's setting up this system that goes against God's will?
Dude, there's demons and there's angels. Demons set up a false system. There's a false people behave in fake ways. Just like it's the same on all levels. Like if you're fake, if you're false, and you're claiming to be doing it for people's good and stuff, you're not authentic, and you're being demonic and evil.
Yeah, I agree with Brian on that point, still. I agree with if you're not being authentic or you're not being truthful to yourself. I think that's what I was trying to say when I was arguing about the Jamaican thing. If you're not being authentic, then God's gonna choose whoever's being authentic at the time, even though it could still be bad. Brian, I'm not even gonna lie.
These are the stories of all time. All the best people end up in jail.
But God's always gonna choose the good out of all badness. Like there's gonna be all bad, yeah, but there's some people acting right, and even though God doesn't want to choose them people, it's not his favorite people, he's still gonna choose them to be above all people because other people are practicing badness, like I was saying
He's
about
going to
Jamaica.
offer you protection. So that's why if you
I get, but Brian, what I wanted to circle on there was when you say slaves, like who are you talking about? Because I don't know if you know, none of them, like the brother that you're talking to, Jedi, his people is not slaves. They've never been slaves.
No, but if you have
So, like, I want you to-
if you have an ID and when a cop pulls you over, you hand over an ID, you pay your fines, you're a slave. But it's fine. You're agreeing to be a slave. Like it's not. If you like it, I love it. Like that's fine. That you're part of the public commerce. Like I said, a revenue is part of a revenue thing. Like all courts are just about revenue and money, paying fines. It's not really about justice and equality and virtue. You know, it's been corrupted. So if you want to be a private free man, you opt out of that system and you correct your status and you conduct yourself accordingly.
Do you believe you are fully like a sovereign being, Brian?
Well, like I said, I still have the plates on my car, so I'm kind of like have one foot in, one foot out, because I figure if I take the plates off, I'll just get arrested every day, and so I have a fear about that. So fear is their main weapon, really. It's the fear
Okay,
that
but
you will
you
be
do follow
harmed.
the laws, isn't it? You do follow the laws, right?
Well, I just went to jail for not handing over an ID, so
Yeah, but that's one thing. But you do follow the rest of the laws accordingly to the country we're living, right? So by saying that, you're actually
I mean,
a
I
subject.
follow God's
So
laws.
you're actually a
If they-
subject to the system. So you're still a slave yourself, calling other people slaves, right? But you're still in it. You
Yeah, with
follow
one foot in,
laws.
one foot out. Yeah,
Yeah. So no, you're calling people slaves, but you're still at one.
but you guys have 2 feet in.
No. I wanted to clarify. And Brian, like, what you know when you say slave, can you clarify that as far as are you talking strictly for black people, or are you talking about white people, or are you talking about people in general? Like,
anyone that goes along with all that, anyone that goes along with
goes along with what?
The public commercial jurisdiction, as opposed to the private, free, sovereign jurisdiction.
So
break it down.
Who would that be like? So if I think about the racial pecking order that you kind of highlighted, white women would be the number one consumers of the system, the number one slaves, right? Is that correct? Because they're passive in nature, moderate temperament. They're least quick to anger. They're least quick to physically change their surroundings and their reality. So they're going to be the happiest slaves.
I'm sorry, I'm dropping. I was doing something. Can you?
Yeah, well, big up, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, my brand of shells, people can't sit with for too long. I don't want to run people off
Yeah.
the channel, you know.
No, I clock Jedi. I clock. Your guns are too powerful.
More time I got I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, you need. Now you know is Jedi. You don't know how to. You're too real. Yeah, you don't know how to water it down.
No, I do.
Your shots are for you.
Anyway.
Nah, you're not chatting shit. You're not chatting shit, but your guns are different.
No, man. Jedi just used his own words against him, and he just crumbled. That's what happened.
Yeah. No, I'm saying Jedi's guns are too powerful sometimes.
All right, let's Brian. Yeah. Who's the most compliant slave in society as a group of people? Would it be the white woman?
If I was to generalize, I don't know. It's rampant among all colors. I wouldn't say. I mean, I guess I'd say, yeah, maybe white people are kind of the ones doing more of the paperwork and sort of having conversations about sort of the way I've been talking. If I was to generalize, but I'm not quite sure.
It's funny, man, because you sound very confident and sure mostly when you're speaking, and every time I ask you a question, I don't know, you start stuttering, you don't really answer the question clearly. I'm not sure what's
Didn't
going
make
on.
sense. You just said I sound confident most of the time, but then
So you do.
I'm not confident.
You do. Apart from when you're answering a question that I've asked.
What?
That made perfect sense. See what? Huh?
So am I confident or am I not confident?
You sound confident when you are not answering a question that I have asked. You comprehending?
Okay.
Every time you go to answer one of my questions, you lack the confidence that you have in the rest of your speech.
Great.
Is that broken down into baby pieces for you, or do you need me to explain it even further? It's in fail.
No need to patronize my black brother.
You've been a bit patronizing yourself, my white brother.
No need to be condescending, my African king.
Yeah, remember my title, white boy. I think I should be leading you.
Great.
I think you've bumped into one of those wiser brothers, and I think you should get behind and let me lead.
Do you hand over IDs to the police when you get pulled over for traffic citations?
I refuse to get pulled over.
Have you ever been pulled over?
Being in a car, you get pulled over being in a car.
If a cop If a cop
in
were to
a
ask you
car.
for your ID, would you hand it to him?
No,
You're a liar.
Hi, Jedi.
I'm not a
I
liar.
reckon.
Big up Mona.
Big up yourself, Jedi. I recognize O'Shea. You okay, O'Shea?
Hello, Mona, my African
What are
queen.
you? Okay. What are you doing in the UK sector?
He's been here before. Why are you asking him why he's here? He's having a conversation.
No, because I was just
Why are
over
you
in
here?
his channel.
Why are you
I was
here,
just
Mona?
I was just on his
Where the
channel,
fuck
and I
have
hope
you
he.
been? How many times
I
have
was.
I invited you to come over? You've been telling people to go and hit G Block.
Yeah, Mona.
Yeah.
Come
Mona
on,
is
man.
yo.
Come on. Come on,
Yeah.
Jedi. Come on.
Mona,
Come on,
Mona,
Jedi.
tell him it's exciting today. It's exciting.
I'm not showing you nothing but love. I tell you
Yes.
to come hit my page. You tell
Jedi, come on.
You tell
I'm here, Jedi.
No. So why are you here?
Oh, because
Jedi,
I support
she
you,
said, allow me.
and I support all my UK brothers
you
and my American KKK friends.
You ain't been
Right.
supporting me, and I supported you. You ain't been
Come
supporting me.
on, Jedi. I support you.
I'm asking you.
What
I'm
you
asking you a serious question. You acting like I
I
don't
support
exist.
you, Jedi.
No. All right, cool. You lot play your games, man.
No, come on, man. I
When
just
you come
recognize
on,
him
when
from.
you come on to ask, sorry.
Yes.
When you come
Go
on
on,
to
Jedi.
ask Brian why he's here, I have to ask why are you here? Because I've invited you over
sorry.
here about 8 times, and you ain't come over.
Well, I hope you didn't find your channel. I hope he didn't find your channel through my channel because I went to his channel and then I was trolling him and then I hope he didn't. So he's been here before. That's good.
He's been here
Okay,
before.
that's fine.
You got to remember how long we've been here. We've spoken to this brother before.
Have you? So O'Shea, why are you trolling black people still? O'Shea.
Mona, you're
Oh,
a little late to the conversation. We've been
I
there
no, I just asked you. No,
conversation.
I was just saying why. I was just wondering why you're still trolling black people. That's all.
At least you know each other.
See how a
I
female
don't
comes
know
in
him
here
like
with this
I don't know
masculine
him
energy?
personally. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I said, do you see how this female comes in there with this masculine energy and just sort of tries to throw a wrench?
call him
in it?
Listen, white boy.
Brian, you're
O'Shea,
derailing.
don't try me, please. Don't try me about this female. Don't try me, please, O'Shea. So why are you here, O'Shea? I'm just curious. I
Go
hope
ahead
you're
and
not going to troll
rewind. Go ahead
Jedi.
and
I hope you're not planning on trolling Jedi, right?
go ahead and rewind about 20 minutes, and you'll have all your
I
answers.
asked you no because I know that you send people off and do dummy missions, and they you see us as monkeys in zoos, don't you? To just
No, but
experiment
listen.
and watch us. Do you
Jedi
not
is
see
too
us as
smart for that,
monkeys?
man. You can't. Jedi is too
No, he
smart for that
does.
shit, man.
They watch us and they critique what we do as black people, and they say, "Look at these
We like
blackies
that.
doing this." Mhm.
We
Do you not
invite
do
that.
that?
We
O'Shea?
invite that.
Oh, okay, I'm just saying that's what he's done.
Before you jumped on,
Mhm.
I think that I was just making some headway with Brian,
Okay.
opening his eyes to the wisdom of his Al-Kabulanian brother. I think just now he's willing to, sheath his sword, take the knee, and pledge his allegiance to my black leadership because
Okay. But Jedi, you're aware of him, yes? You're aware that he trolls black people. As long as you're aware of that, that's good.
trolling is a word that I think has been thrown around way too.
Yeah, loosely.
Well, you and I both know that, but this one is properly doing what he thinks is considered trolling. I don't, and I troll KKK people, but he said he's not a KK member.
Yeah, what kind of trolling is he doing?
Okay, so what kind of trolling are you doing, O'Shea? Are you still restreaming this over on your channel?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
That's fine. We've been on his channel looking at what he's doing. So, that's not
Ooh.
it's not
And not all black people are dumb. You can't just pull the wool over old black people's eyes. We're not all dumb.
There's only
Mona, we do background checks.
There's only 9 people. There's only 9 people watching. It's not that deep. It's cool. We don't mind. Do you know what I mean? And we encourage all 9 people to come over to Triluminati Live and be part of a a community where you can chat and whatever. But yeah, in terms of
express yourself.
Yeah, communicate. In terms of this,
This is where he is.
yeah, communicate. In terms of this,
Am I supposed to- who's that?
Yeah. Communicate. In terms of this,
Am I supposed to- who's that?
It's another channel. It's here. I'll show it. This is Triluminati Live here.
On this channel that you control because
The
Jedi
brother's
will
not
shut you
said
down for
anything-
real.
The brother's not said anything racist. You know, we're just trying
Yeah,
to
like, yeah.
we're trying to get
That's
to an
good.
understanding. And personally, Brian, I want you to know that I don't mind you being racist. In fact, your racism is welcome on this channel. Sit with
More
us.
than welcome.
Yeah, sit with us, talk us through your views, let us know how you feel about black, white, Chinese, whatever, and we will have a conversation. And you always be welcome to come back again and again.
Exactly. Exactly. These people exist. We need them on our channel.
Yeah, none of this,
These people exist.
oh my God, you don't agree with me, white, Chinese,
There it is.
whatever, and we will have a conversation. And you always be welcome to come back again and again.
Exactly. Flake. It's not a snowflake king over here.
Right. So
That's good.
Maybe we can get Mona. It's not so good to hear. How's Bronzeberg?
Oh, I've left that ninja alone now. I'm on another D.
Well done, man. I was getting so jealous. Well
Stop
done, man.
it. Come on. Stop
he was
it,
following you
Jedi.
around, didn't it? He's following you around. Oh, Mona's here, so I'm on here. And I was getting bored. I hope Big Back.
Okay.
I hope Big Back isn't the new Bronzeberg.
No, wait, hold on. Who?
Someone's in the chat called Big Back.
Let's see. No. No, oh, hold on. He does stories. KKK person, do you store your pee? I mean, O'Shea, do you store your pee and drink it? O'Shea.
I'm not obligated to answer
you
the questions.
Of course, I know you're not.
Let's not be silly. Let's not be silly. But Mona, I still want to know where you've been. You're gonna have to have a. I'm gonna have to have a sniff.
Okay. I'll tell you privately, Jedi.
Okay, cool. Big up yourself. But
Yeah, big up yourself, brother.
Welcome around. Okay, so sorry about that. People get really protective, Brian. You know, they get really protective and they think you're gonna harm me. I don't know why. But
Yeah, like we're snowflakes. We're not snowflakes. I said that already.
Yeah, you see how
We're
a
snowflakes.
female came in to
We
protect the men?
like this.
Did you notice that? A female.
What is it? You
came
don't
in
like
to
talking
protect
to
the
women?
men?
You don't like talking to
No,
women?
it's just that I don't like them when they're masculine and very like domineering and just like overbearing.
That's me. That's me. I'm quite masculine. Yeah.
It's kind of gross. Kind of turns me off.
Well, I'm glad. I wouldn't want a man like you being turned on by me. Absolutely not.
I've never got masculine energy from you, you know, Mona.
Oh, he says I'm masculine, and when I raise my voice,
Me
you're
too.
an angry black woman. You're an angry black woman. Oh yes, of course.
You're just a self-admitted masculine. So why are you backtracking now?
I didn't say I'm backtracking. You said you don't like masculine energy. I said I've got all that. I've got masculine and feminine energy. I'm both. What's your point?
You ain't got shit. You lot on your fake masculine energy.
Brian. Wait, Brian. I thought you said you
he
like.
says I've got
I
masculine
thought
energy.
Brian likes the truth.
He says I've got masculine energy.
He's
So
saying
there
it,
you
but I
go.
don't think you do. I don't think you do.
Wait, Brian. I thought you liked the. I thought you liked the truth, Brian. Like, obviously, she's
No, but
telling
Jedi
you,
was
she's telling you
masculine.
what she is. No, but like, do all women not have masculine and feminine energy? Like, are they not
Yes,
born
they
from a
do.
woman and a man? Like,
Yeah.
Brian, you said you like the truth. Like, now you're contradicting yourself. Because we're gonna dissect you now.
In general, women are too masculine and men are too feminine in the world right now. Here we go.
Yeah, but is it our fault that men? Is it our fault that your men are? Because only white men are like that, not black men. Like, you're not talking for black men, are you? Because you're not from the community.
Black men do tend to be more masculine
Women are too
in
masculine.
general.
Men are too feminine in 2024. All that disagree with that say I. Exactly. So just like to argue about. We know this. We know that, man. Our rappers are wearing little pretty pink trousers. You know what I mean? And the
No. That's the image that you're paid for. That's not what black men are. It's the image that you're paid for,
it's not-
PD
okay,
and all that.
No, okay, it's not what black men are, but that's the image that they're putting out, and black men are following that lead.
Yeah, who's
And so
putting out?
what-
Who's putting?
Yeah, so that's the
who's
image.
putting out?
So the elites, I don't
White
know,
men,
some reptilian,
white men, yeah,
some,
the elites,
the elites, some reptilian.
equals
okay,
white
some-
men,
oh.
equals white men. No, equals white men. Elites. When you say elites, who are they? Are they black men? Are black men
I
the
have
elites?
no, I
We're not
don't
gonna
know
argue
what
that.
color they are. I don't
No,
know.
we're not gonna argue against that. Okay, so we've got your elites. You're saying they're white men. Now what? What you say now? D Block.
So they're looking to make sure that they invest in black men like P Diddy or this guy or that guy doing weird stuff, so that other black men inspire or black kids inspired to be that, which is not the real black man. They will never, like you said, Haiti gets shut down or Jamaica gets shut down because they don't really want black men to really be who black men are.
Okay, but
if
you
that
also
makes sense.
understand that black men are not. You understand that black men are not a monolith, right? Not all black men are the same. We understand that, right? Okay.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah.
I need you to put your conversation into a context that Brian can answer to, please, so we can re-involve him to the conversation. Because essentially, both D Block and Mona are gonna be on the same side. You're gonna come to the same conclusion in the end. You disagree.
That's
with
a
them
fact.
bit, but in
That's
the
a
end,
fact.
you've
That's a
you've
fact.
got to the same point. So let's put it back to Brian so that he can respond. If that
Yeah,
makes
go ahead, Brian.
Okay, go ahead, Brian.
What is the question?
Oh Jesus.
That's what I was saying to you two. I say to you two, put the question to Brian because he hasn't got a question right now.
Just before I got cut off, Brian, what did you say? White men are what? What did you say? Like they're more what?
You lot gotta do better, man.
In general,
he said that on the slide. He knows what I'm talking about. I heard him quickly.
In general, they're probably less physically strong as black men, but yet they're wiser. Probably, if I was the general.
Wiser.
What does that mean?
Sorry,
Like,
why is white men
elaborate.
wiser? No, go tell me why white men's wiser.
They're more wise. They
I asked how. Why did you say that? What makes you? Is it because you managed to take over the world? What makes you wiser? You're more evil. That's what white people are. They're more evil. That's the difference. So it's not about being wise alone. It's just what you're willing to do to humans, to other human beings. You have no souls.
I'm kind of tired of this woman yapping.
I'm sorry, what?
No, can I jump in quickly? Would you, Brian, would you say it's fair to equate the word wise or wiser with cunning, sly? Wisdom and cunning, you see them being in the same ballpark?
Wisdom and cunning.
Yeah.
You can't answer that, Jedi.
Wise has a more neutral. Cunning has a more sort of evil connotation to it.
Now, when we look at history,
Thank you.
When we look at history,
Thank
we
you.
look at the application of intelligence.
Thank you.
Yeah, and intelligence can be applied in many ways, and I would make the claim that the European expression of intelligence from a non-European perspective could be deemed as cunning and sly. What do you think?
Would you not agree?
I'm sorry, I drifted off there for a second.
No, wait, Brian. Let me put it another way, Brian. Brian, let me put it, Brian. Let me put it another way. Yeah, would you agree that? Wait, let me put it. Please forgive me, Jedi. Yeah, Brian. Would you agree that hygiene is very important as a man?
Sure.
Would you agree that?
Sure.
Would you agree that? Huh?
Yes.
You agree that hygiene is very important. Okay, cool. Who taught the Irish? You come from Ireland. Who taught Irish people before they knew about hygiene, the importance of hygiene?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course you don't. You know what's going on. Who taught the Irish people about hygiene?
I don't know.
Was it? What did the Europeans teach Africans about hygiene, or did Africans teach Europeans about hygiene?
I don't know.
No, but these are things you should learn. These are things you should know and learn if you're going to stand in your principles or say what you're saying. You can't not know these things. You're saying that black people are this, white people are that. Then you should know all of faults and things of white people, and we should know all the faults and etc. of black people. Now you don't know about your history, no? That white people didn't wash themselves. Okay.
I think you guys are stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fair enough. That's fair enough.
I'm not saying all this white people didn't wash themselves and stuff like that. I was just simply saying that it seems that the Europeans utilize their knowledge, utilize knowledge of the ancients, spearheaded some innovation in information gathering and whatnot, and actually accumulated all this so-called wisdom and used it in a cunning way against their fellow man. Like you said, cunning comes with a connotation of something not so nice.
I'm not gonna lie, you guys are being a little bit boring right now. I might come back later, but it's conversation.
Okay, then get going then. Bye-bye. Bye, Brian. You're acting like we're here to please you. We're not in a zoo. Those days are over now.
No, but we want to have a good conversation. So I'd more encourage.
Yeah, fruitful.
I'd more encourage you to stay than leave, innit? But what I realize is that you don't really want to answer anything tough, any tough questions. I notice every time I open my mouth.
Tough question of who taught the Irish how to bathe? Are you fucking?
Yeah, I didn't answer that question.
Yeah, that is a tough
No.
question.
I didn't say that, Brian. I asked you a simple question. I said, do you believe?
I'm not answering that question.
No, I said, Brian. Let me. I never said Irish people are dirty.
Drop the retards from the panel who like make no sense and just keep interrupting with nonsense.
What? That was crazy.
Wait, hold on, Brian.
love
What?
that.
No, he's actually making sense. He's like, you lot are not listening to him. You lot.
What did he say?
You picked up the microphone and started talking about hygiene and that, and he reckons you wasted the microphone, and now you're interrupting and not making sense. This is what he reckons, that because he doesn't want to answer that. He doesn't want to get drawn into that. So I just wanted to know about like his, because you asked him about wisdom, right? And you asked him about wisdom and how is he wiser. So I was trying to get to the point of how this wisdom has manifested itself, shown itself, and how other citizens of Earth may deem this so-called wisdom. That's what I was trying to pin him on. He doesn't want to be pinned down. I don't think he actually wants to have any kind of depth.
Yeah. But,
No, but
Jedi, that's the whole. That's the whole. Sorry.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jedi.
No. Go sis.
Okay, no, I'm saying that Jedi, he's used to talking to dumb black people. See, your channel is intelligent. It was like when he comes to intelligent black people's channel, he doesn't know what to say. He acts like this. So all of us in this chat, your channel is.
Mona?
What?
Say the word.
No, okay, so you're intelligent. Your channel is intelligent, and he's used to dealing with the B sector where they do N shit, nigger shit, or whatever. He's used to dealing with B sector. So this is not the type of sectors he's used to, where black people are smarter than what than he believes they are. Isn't that right, O'Shea Jackson? Okay.
That makes sense.
No, he's over in the beef sector. He can run circles around them. I've never seen him this.
No, but you know what? Big up Brian for coming on, though. That's a brave soul. I hear you, Brian, what you're trying to do and all that. But Brian, come on. Sometimes like it ain't gonna get you nowhere. You're being ignorant by thinking that someone's color means that they're ignorant. That's just an ignorant thing in total. So for you to judge someone because of their color and thing, like to think that all white people are smart and all black melanated people are dumb, like that means that you're ignorant, bro. You know what I mean? Like
I've been on this channel for a half hour to 45 minutes now, and if you didn't, if that's all you got out of this conversation,
no, that's what
I don't know what to tell you.
I assume, but you know, correct.
Right
no, I'm saying, Brian,
ready to leave and go on to another panel.
If we're boring, you haven't ducked.
Hey, OTW, big up yourself. OTW
What's up, man?
News. Salute.
My cam's open. Salute.
Okay.
I'm here in peace. Just wondering why there's so much hate. We've been watching from a distance.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, hate from who?
We are also broadcasting and restreaming right now. So I just wanted you to be
I said
aware
hate
of that.
from who? So first of all, who are you getting seen hate from?
I'm
Now,
speaking
Lane,
about
come in the
you
room
directly.
first, bro.
Yeah, who are you seeing hate from?
No.
Yeah.
I see hate from you, coming from you, directed towards Mr. Brian O'Shea, which is
Because I know his
you have no
history.
for it. You do
I've
not.
been on his
No,
channel.
what?
Yes, I
No,
do.
that
I've
is
been
the
on his
hate.
channel. I've been over there
No,
to him with
you're
him.
actually conjecturing his history and actually bringing into question his intellect, which I find disingenuous on your
He said
part.
black people are
and
stupid.
shows
He
how
said
much
black people are
intellect you
stupid.
actually have.
OGW, maybe if I try with the accent, I'll sound smart like this chick faking it.
I'm not faking my accent. Anyway,
You
so
definitely are
continue.
fake. No, you're faking trying to be smarter than O'Shea. You are
I'm
the
not trying
racist
to be.
one.
I'm not trying to be
You are
smarter
the
than someone
racist
who.
one.
I am not trying to be
No,
smarter than someone who trolls.
let-
I'm not trying to be smarter than someone who trolls
No,
black
don't
people.
lie.
I'm not trying
That's
to be
why you
smarter
keep
than that.
repeating yourself,
I don't
because
have
you
to
know you're
try.
trying to be
I
smart.
don't
You're
have to
bringing
try.
into
What
you're
he's
bringing to
doing,
light
he
the fact
brings
that
race up.
Rhino
He
Shay
brings race up. Look
trolling,
at his
and there is
channel.
no we
Look
have
at
not
his channel.
received
He
any
hates
troll
on black people,
on
and he
his
sees
behalf.
us as an
White people
experiment.
and brown people
He
and
sees
blue
us as an
people.
experiment. We're not an
Okay, you guys,
experiment. We're
stop,
not.
stop. This
The
is
flavor
you
days are
guys.
over.
Yeah.
We're not here.
You
We're
sound
not an
like a
experiment for you to
triggered
watch.
racist with an accent.
We're not
You
here
guys,
for.
you
We're not
guys.
your experiment, and we're not a circus monkeys. So if you would
No,
think we're gonna,
you are
if
Oh,
conjecturing
you
now
the
you
think,
fact
want
that
to
you
start the monkey.
think
if
I
that
you
this
thought
is
you
an
think
got
we're gonna
experiment.
perform, he
I
said
think
he was
you were
bored.
trying to call
He
yourself
said he's
monkey. That
bored.
wasn't
He
me.
said he was bored.
Delusional, and you're
He
being
said he was bored.
completely
Okay, sorry, Jedi. He said he was
irrational
bored.
and irrelevant
He
right
said he
now.
was bored. We're not circus
This
monkeys.
is
Simple.
these
He
are
said he's
unfounded
bored. We're not
attacks
here to
that are
entertain
not
him.
relevant to the fucking
I
conversation.
said we're
And
not
you're
here to
just trying
entertain
to
him.
disparage and
Okay, you're
denigrate
not talk.
Rhino Shay, which has not done anything to receive this kind of treatment from you, ma'am.
Okay. I've dealt with him before, sir.
Hey,
I've
you
dealt
guys,
with him before, sir.
You are just triggered by his presence.
Guys,
I've dealt
let's
with
have
him before. That's why.
let's have a
Triggered by his presence,
professional.
and that is enough for you to go out on your rant and freaking.
I've dealt with him before. I've dealt with him before. This is not the first time I've dealt with him. And he's going through the B sector and the black sector, looking at black people.
There is nothing good coming from you right now, and you're actually saying that you're intelligent. This is not.
I don't have to say I'm intelligent. I didn't say I was intelligent. He questioned me. Okay, sorry, go ahead, Jedi.
Control yourself. Like you just.
Yeah, Mona, please, Mona, don't do that, please.
Please, let me talk.
Okay, go on, Jedi.
You're making a mess of this panel, and you're making a mockery of yourself, man.
Sorry, you just.
Oh, okay. I'm so mocked.
Mona, I give up with you, lot, man. Cause you at 1 minute you're like, yo, he's trying to wind me up. They're trying to wind me up. They're trying to trigger, and then you're allowing yourself to get triggered, Mona. Why do you?
They always think I'm triggered.
Hold on, Mona. You
Okay, go on.
respond to everything you hear. You don't have to respond because it just makes you sound like you're trying to argue with them. And I know you're not, but it just sounds.
No, I'm not. No.
Just let one of them talk so we can hear his perspective and then we can respond.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, exactly. Thank you, Jedi.
I feel like this. I've seen a lot of people like to hide behind confusion, the confusion of triggering.
Exactly.
And then that means that
Exactly.
they don't actually end up having an intelligent conversation, which is a shame. I reckon OTW News has come on to talk some real good shit. We just need to give him a chance to, like, you know. So
Yeah,
yeah,
Jedi's right. Jedi's right. Jedi's right.
OTW. Sorry about that. So yeah, so
thank you, sir.
You feel
Put up
like
the host.
yeah, I'm the host. Yeah, you feel like Brian has been treated badly.
Well, only by her, sir, up until now. I believe the panel has been, somewhat respectful, and I haven't seen anything until she showed up and she had her friend there jump in.
Because I know who he was. That's all. I know where it comes
Don't
from.
get triggered, sis. Let him finish. Let him finish.
That I know Brian much better than you do, ma'am.
I don't care if you do, sir.
Excuse me?
You're doing it again, Mona.
No.
Continue, sir.
Just
Continue.
finish. Just finish, brother. Just finish, brother. Just finish, please.
I'm good. I'll yield. I'll let ma'am here speak, and
No, we want to hear your view. You just jumped on. You just jumped on. We want to hear you. We want to hear you, brother. Go ahead.
Right. So this has been a ridiculous conversation ever since you guys, ever since Brian showed up. Almost, it's like, why does it always have to be about color? Why does it always have to be about asking Brian stupid questions and putting words into his mouth about color? When he's speaking about men, he's speaking about men in general. If you can't get the gist of it, it's because obviously somebody has racist issues. You get it? The only people who have racist issues are the people who bring up racism. And I'm sorry I'm bringing that up, but I'm not, I just don't get it.
Okay,
I don't
to be fair,
understand
the
why it
reason
always has
why-
to end up going there.
Okay.
Why
the
can't
reason
we
why
just
race
all
is being
have
brought
that
up-
conversation
Let me
about
get in
men being turned into fucking bitches lately, and that women are taking up the role as men in the society, and that they've been propagating this fucking stuff on fucking social media. They've been doing it on movies. They've been doing it in every single aspect of what we would call television and entertainment, and been brainwashing humanity in a whole. All right, and you're telling me that it's a racist issue? No, it's about being fucking aware of your fucking life and your rights, your freedoms. Spiritual faith has nothing to do with some goddamn fucking tone of color.
Okay, 1 second, please, OTW. I appreciate that. Hope you feel like you've been given a chance to speak. Please,
Thank you.
Yeah. So if you can see the title of Brian William Anthony O'Shea's show today is Strong Blacks Willing to Die Alongside Wise O'Shea. This is why colors become a subject, because the man that we were speaking to seems to be heavily invested in the subject of color. As you see here, we have Wise White Man leads Strong Black Men. We have Brian O'Shea leads the blacks in fight for freedom. We have Black Bitches Love Brian O'Shea. So obviously, if he's going to come onto my channel, we're going to talk to him about his content. And this is why color is being brought up. Not because Mona decided to speak about it, or because we're race hustlers, but because your brother Brian uses race, as he admitted himself, to start conversations and to trigger. This is what he's told us.
Okay, so I have no issues with what kind of content Brian
There
decides
you go,
to,
Jedi. Hey.
I have no issues with the content that Brian decides to, that's, it's not the content over at OTW News. This is not the type of subjects that we usually talk about. I usually never really intervene in these kinds of conversations because I think it's ridiculous. But Brian, I believe, has a mission. He's out there trying to show exactly what I'm telling you guys to your face. He's doing it in a different way. He's just going at it from a different perspective, because when he shows up on panels such as this one, he's the one who gets the heat. He doesn't come up and he doesn't start shit. He comes respectfully. He says what he has to say. And I've never seen him actually have any disrespect towards anyone when he comes up on panel. But I've seen from so many different avenues and different fucking perspectives that they fucking attack him directly.
Can I say this? Right? I don't like. Sorry, who's that? Mag. I'll let you go next, Mag. Yeah. Cool. I don't like many of the modern day terminologies or phraseologies that are thrown around, but there is one that I will use that describes Brian O'Shea's MO. And that's one called gaslighting. You understand that terminology, brother?
I understand that, absolutely.
Right.
I do see the trigonometry through this. I understand, but it does make
so when you say he's just being calm and he's being polite and that's right. We can there's a way for me to passively draw out that emotion from you and then sit by and be like, oh look, angry OTW. Oh, it's a game, and some are more susceptible than others. I'm not very susceptible to it, but others are.
No, I'm not. Well, you can say I'm angry OTW, but I'm just like, this is me, man. This is the authentic. You can't get, this is the way I am. I'm like this to my own panel. It's like I'm like that everywhere.
What's OTW?
When I have something to say, I just say it, right? I come out and say my
Jedi asked the question.
I've seen what Brian's been doing lately, and he's been doing a great job in my perspective. And hasn't done anything to harm, injure, or there's no injury, loss, or harm being caused. And I've seen a lot of controversy just by seeing his presence on particular panels. All right. Cool. So I mean, this is from my perspective. You guys are, I'm going to yield and let you guys contribute.
What does
out of this world?
Out of this world. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Cool. All right, Mag. Sorry, my brother. Man, what was you gonna say, King?
Yeah, it was in response to what OTW was saying, because I think we had a good chat with Brian today. But I wouldn't say it was with the utmost respect. Like just some of the things that he said. Maybe he's normally really cool and stuff like that, but to be honest, he's turned up with an angle today that is good to actually talk about, and we're happy to talk about. But at the same time, most of us probably don't really appreciate. And then if he's using that to have a different type of conversation, it's like maybe familiarize yourself with the channel, because it's like that's where most of us are at.
I've been following you guys for a while. Honestly,
You know what I mean?
I've been
That is literally where most of
channel
us are
for
at.
at least
Like, using that
6
as a
months
way in,
for sure.
quite, I don't know. It's like you're trying to do the triggering thing. It's like, do we not hear like, trigger the other people if you think that helps them? But I guarantee it won't help them either.
So was you asking him a question or anything? Because
No, I was just saying in response to some of the stuff that he brought up, but like what's I don't know if there's any more questions because everyone's been super clear.
Okay. Try and remember that you took it to like Americans and that and whatnot. It's just like I know you chatting in Brummy to me, but
okay,
their audience might not really grasp it or whatever. I don't know.
Well, I'm saying, okay, OCW, I think
Canadian,
you've got a different impression of
by the way.
Brian to
Are
the
you Canadian?
impression that
Sorry, bro.
Brian gave today.
I'm sorry. I didn't hear what Mag was saying.
Yeah, I didn't hear
I said you got a different impression of Brian to the impression that Brian gave today when you came on this planet.
Brian, is it the first time you show up here?
I don't remember being here, but they say I was here before, but I don't remember talking.
I've not spoken to him before.
So this is your first interaction, Brian?
As far as I know,
Yeah. Nah, Brian, it happens. Yeah, Brian, you've been on so many panels, you don't remember it. It gets like that sometimes.
You've been here before, Brian.
That's not the question. That's not the question. What I'm saying is, wherever you go,
Just make a new statement. Just make a new statement, or just say something else. There's no point repeating it 3 times because he's not even responding to you, Mag. He ain't responding.
All right, fair enough. I don't know. And I don't know with you two.
No, he's responding, but he's not acknowledging. So you know.
Yeah. He's not acknowledging or whatever. It's whatever. Let's move on. It's cool.
Who are you speaking of me or
Yeah,
Brian?
you're new, and because now we spoke to Brian, I get it with Brian. He's cool.
Okay, so what was I?
So you're Brian. I'm trying to determine, right? Like, your point is not being racist, right? Like, I want to get that right. Like, you don't hate black people, do you? Or do you?
I'm
you
not
got a problem with them. Maybe you don't hate them. But you got a problem with them. Like,
I've been on this show for about an hour now. If you guys can't determine from my initial conversation back and forth, like what the fuck I'm doing and what I'm talking about, like I don't know what to do, how to help.
No, but it's nice for those that are not in tech. Like obviously, I'm not on your level. Let's say that, right? For someone like me, that's dumb, that's a spastic. Can you break it down for me, please? Please. That's all I ask. I just want to understand.
Spoken here for a half hour,
like
hour straight. I've given my fucking point of view.
And what have you said in the hour? You haven't said much. Can you elaborate? Like what have you said?
Okay,
like what is your?
Okay. Oh wait, let me try this tactic. OTW, me and Brian reached a glass ceiling when we were trying to discuss who benefits from this system, this system of slavery by consent. Who built this system and who benefits from it? We reached to that point, and I think we had a difference in communication styles that it broke down. What do you think, OTW?
Well, what I perceive. Sorry about that, man. What I perceive of the conversation was that we brought it up to the elites, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes.
And then we made a color issue with that, right? It's like the elites are white.
The elites are white.
That's what I heard, right? This is what that's where the conversation led to again. So I was like, well, why are they white? What? He's like,
you disagree?
Have you ever met an elite? Like, Who are you to say like they're not like maybe 500 or 5,000 Chinese elites and 4,000 fucking Russian elites, and then you got another
Is that what you
10,000.
truly think? When you look at the power system of Earth, the control system, is that what you see?
Well, I do believe that the system is obviously run under a slave system that probably has been brought down from Rome. If you want to ask me, it's like it's been here and established for generations and generations, and it's like we're all a part of that slave system. No one is free of it.
I would agree, but being
Completely.
a part of it,
I would agree as well.
being a part of it and enforcing it are different.
Right. So then you have to look at the policy enforcers when you're talking about that type of situation.
Right,
not,
and then you go to
the
law
man who's living on the
enforcement,
land.
and then it goes from law enforcement, and then it makes a leap from law enforcement to government. Would you agree?
To government, to exactly. But
Right.
the law enforcement are just like the bodyguards or the security guards of that particular system and policies and or elite.
That's why when I think of the elite, I
privately
don't think of a
owned
policeman.
government operated system, right?
What operated system?
I said privately owned, government operated. So it's like the
Right.
elites are the private aspect of it, and they own the governments. You get it? And they're the ones running all the shit, and they're the ones pushing the indoctrination. They're the ones pushing the Rockefeller education onto everybody.
Right.
They're the
right.
ones, programming the slaves to be, loyal and fucking to the point of even snitching on their fellow neighbor. It's really
I fully agree
far,
with you, by the
far
way.
gone. And even Canada,
Me
we're
too. I fully agree. I fully agree.
I fully agree with you, OTW. Obviously, I would throw in there that even though the hierarchy of the control mechanism does appear to be overtly European in nature and history, I would say that these people actually only utilize race as a tool and not as
division,
something that
obviously.
Yeah,
but they don't
hierarchy to their benefit. To their
many
benefit.
levels. Guys, there are so many levels of separation. It's insane. It's like you could talk about race, but what about political differences? What about religious differences? What about freaking what this world? People believe it's a simulation. Other people believe it's a flat Earth. Other people believe it's a globe. Other people believe it's we live in a toilet bowl. Who knows? You get it? I mean, there are so many different reasons.
Sorry.
Yo, let the conversation flow. The brother was talking.
No, sorry. My bad.
I'm just making the point that there's so many different reasons for us to argue when all we have to do is find reasons to build conversations where we grow and all better ourselves and come up with other ideals and ways of living that will benefit humankind. You understand? Not just one particular race or venue or even let's say elites or rich people. You got, there's another division, rich and poor people. That's another dynamic. Poor people hate rich people and rich people despise poor people.
Facts.
It's like there's almost no way out of it. It's a double-edged sword which cuts like a razor blade on both sides.
So then why do you think that Brian's, to quote you, trigonometry is such a good technique? Because you seem to be saying, let's take our attention away from our racial, cultural differences, and let's look at the overarching ruling class that are enslaving us all. And I would agree with you. But in the same breath,
that's the whole point.
In
But
the
I believe
same breath,
Brian
you
is
say, hold on, one second,
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
one second, bro. One second,
Backing
brother. In the same breath, you believe that Brian's inflammatory or controversial approach to these subjects is a good one. And I'm not sure why, because what happens is people get fixated on color. When we go to Brian's channel and you see him saying black bitches love Brian O'Shea, it makes you skeptical.
I have an absolute good psychological response to that question. All right,
go for it, please.
It's when you're let's say I'll say something that's false about you, okay, or that I might believe is true, right?
I'm sure.
And let's say you get triggered by that, all right?
Right.
So it tells me that somewhere I might have hit something. I might have hit a soft spot that you're particularly. So then I might go ahead and dig deeper there because I'd see that you're triggered by that. So I would ask myself, why am I triggered by that if it's not true?
So do you think that triggering people is a good flight path to open and honest conversation?
There are many paths that lead to Rome. I'm not saying it's the best way. Brian's
because you don't seem to really want to engage in it. It's funny because you don't seem willing to engage in the racial identity politics that Brian is. So
absolutely not, because I don't identify with the with that particular topic. If you ever come to my channel, you'll notice that we never talk about this topic. We'll never talk about that topic. It is not for me. It's a topic. It's taboo. I will not talk about racial shit. It's like, fuck that. It's for me. It's a ridiculous conversation. It's like talking about globe and flat earth. Ridiculous conversation. We're not, and then we're losing the fucking real reason and why we're really supposed to be out here. Is how the fuck we're really being enslaved by, cops fucking taking our rights, our freedoms from us, fucking shooting us down, for trying to hold up our rights as man living on the land. You understand? And Brian is one of those people. Brian is one of those men who wants to live on the land as a free man. So I respect Brian for what he does, because he's shown on his videos on multiple occasions where he's stood up for his rights.
Okay.
And has been trying to show other people out there to do the same. I'm not talking about the particular panels that he's been going on lately. I'm talking about the footage that he has with officers and his interactions with police.
Okay, he's underground activism. I understand that.
Right.
You're in Canada.
Yes, sir.
From my understanding, Canada is one of the trailblazing countries where the free man on the land movement first really picked up some momentum, and there were people actually out there armed doing shit. I remember about maybe 10, 12 years ago seeing a news report on the BBC News, 3 o'clock in the morning, where nobody was watching, talking about a group of armed militia calling themselves the Free Men that are basically about to be classified as a terrorist group. But one of them had shot a police officer and yada, yada, yada. And I already knew what the Free Man ideology or ethos was.
They're all born with. The origin of shamanism in the Paleolithic period inevitably links it with the animal world of the hunt. The shaman became identified with the untamed creatures, which provided food, clothing, and even shelter. They sought to become the masters of wild game and summoners of beasts. Animal sacrifice, bird shaman staffs, and animal costumes all play an important role. Each time a shaman succeeds in sharing in the animal mode of being, he reestablishes the situation that existed in mythical times, when the divorce between man